I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Make that the United States of America.
Okay, so Laura, you are,
I'm on. Okay. I'm going to start with appeal number 943.
Wow, one of the late ones.
The address is 37 Donna Drive. The town value, and the owner is, I can't pronounce this, save my
okay.
life.
Can you just
Oh.
give me one moment, sorry to cut you off here. So I guess on Saturday, you used a different process, which is great. It seems to work pretty well, Neil said. And so we're going to stick with that. You were here for that, right? So you know.
I was here
Oh,
for.
For the,
Excuse me, I mean to interrupt you.
Yep.
When Katie made that motion, it was only for the one day because you said you wanted to see if it worked. So now do we have to vote on accepting it as the way we're going to do business, or do we just do it?
I think we just.
Okay, that's fine with me. I just don't want to screw it up again. You know me, I'm for streamline.
All right. So you just, we're not making the motion. You're going to give your information.
And then we'll make the
you can make it just, like, say, I recommend this, and then we'll have some discussion, and then we'll make the motion. Okay? Thanks. All right.
Okay. So this is at 37 Donna Drive. The owner is a Sandwa Wanjera. Good luck. I'm close, even close to the pronunciation. The town has valued this property at $709,033, and the appellant has requested it be reduced to $600,000. This home was purchased for $410,000 October 2020.
How much was that?
$410,000.
Wow.
So now town wants $709,000.
Wow.
I'm not familiar with Donna Drive, that
You know
area.
where Weeping Willow is? You know where Weeping Willow is?
You know where Jefferson
Jefferson
is, that
Street?
goes to Notre Dame High School? It's
over there.
Over there.
It's near the Merritt Parkway on the
Probably
left-hand
on
side.
I
there.
probably looked it up and subsequently.
It actually is quite, it's right on the Merritt.
Wow.
I've got identified 3 comps. I think the appellant gave me some of them. One at 8 Nelson Place, sold in March of '26 for $560,000. That's not within the time period, but there's nothing else that's in the area that I could find. Another another purchase of 150, it's either a 7 or 9 Bullard Street, sold in March of 2026 for $515,000. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And 357 Harvester Road, sold in March of '26 for $592,500. Appellant's home needs improvements. Driveway needs resurfacing. Inside needs updating. The only upgrade to date was the furnace. Homes in the area don't sell very well. They're near Park Avenue, Sacred Heart University. The home doesn't have much insulation, like particularly in the attic. The porch in the rear has poles that support it and also support an upstairs room that was extended. So the floor is uneven. The $600,000 appears to have been based on comps as well as current condition, but doesn't necessarily mean it's relevant to this particular property. So it seems the value that the town has seems a little high, given the condition of the home. Anybody else know the area any better?
You know, unfortunately, she didn't give good comps. None of these.
No,
are
she
good
didn't.
comps.
Well, they're not good in that they're not close by, but I don't know how many there would have been over there. Probably not too
I
many.
know,
There's
that's,
two short streets, I think, right?
Right.
I mean, maybe nothing sold.
It's a very limited neighborhood.
like, look at things that were impacted by the Merritt Parkway, you know, like a busy road impacted, like maybe Eastern Turnpike, but there's one over there that's sold for $750, but
Well, this one on Harvest was sold in 2026. And so did Bullard Street, I would say no to, absolutely not even
Yeah.
close. Harvester isn't that far from it. It's the opposite side of the street off of Strap Hill Road or Eastern Turnpike.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
That sold in 2026 for $592,500.
That one I gave you, yeah.
Bath. If that's what theirs is, then that's certainly a better street than where she is.
She's closer to the Merritt.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
she didn't use the one, oh, here's a perfect one on
What?
Weeping Willow.
Oh, yeah, Weeping Willow.
It sold in May of 2024 for $601. I mean, timestamp that.
601?
It's a raised ranch, just like hers. That's like,
what's the?
Oh, well, there it is. And then, so that works in with what she wants.
and
Plus
it's in
percent?
similar condition.
637,060.
What's the street number?
Remember the price. If we take the price they paid for Weeping Willow and add 6% to it for the difference between 24 and 25, the value comes out to 637,060.
So it's the adjusted value.
I'm okay with that. And that's your best
That's
comp.
37 Donna Drive?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you'd be granting this in part 637,060.
And that's adjusted from a Zillow sale, and what was the date?
It's adjusted because the best comp is on Weeping Willow. But she didn't give us, but Clean found. That's a similar house as far as style.
I mean, those two streets are so specific. I mean, it's almost like it's their own neighborhood. It's really hard to compare that to any other area.
Yeah, there's
But there's a raised ranch right there on Weeping Willow. That's your comp right there.
Well, I'm fine with that. You want me to make a motion?
Yes.
I move that we accept this in part, reducing the appraised, the value to 637, why don't I just make it even, 637,000 even? Is that okay?
Yeah.
To the 060?
Yeah. All in favor?
Okay. The next one is
People need realtors to help.
752.
752. 752?
This is at 880 Valley Road. Owner is Thomas Wilkinson. I can pronounce that one. The town has valued this at $674,100. The owner requests $500,000.
What's the town's value? I didn't see it.
664,500.
674,100 is the town
Am
value.
I on the wrong one? Yeah.
74,100, yeah.
880 Valley Road. And I don't remember where that was. I know I looked it up, but it's,
Valley-
752. My mistake, I was on the wrong.
It's
yeah.
about,
It goes all the way up, though. It could go all the way up.
well, it goes, it's on the side where the, what is that? You know, where there's like, a a river,
Tavern,
splitting-
it's called
splitting through
Tavern
there.
Brook Creek.
Yeah. Okay.
Horsebrook Tavern.
Horsebrook, yeah.
So
Horse Tavern
it's
Brook.
closer to that than,
Yeah.
it's not beyond that
Okay.
intersection.
This is the only house on the street with 2 bedrooms. The second floor has a 3rd room in the front of the house, but it's very small. It's used as a walk up to the attic with no closet, so maybe somebody counted that as a bedroom. Unfinished basement. Kitchen hasn't been left updated for at least 20 years. Purchased in 1999. Floors in the garage are heaving. Can't get a car in. There's no electricity in the garage. First floor has a sunroom, unheated, but it's included in the square footage. So some comps, can't remember if I found them or if they found them. I don't have much in what they presented. 688 Wilson, fairly similar in square footage. It's also a 2-bedroom. It's assessed at 426. 984 Valley is assessed at 461. These are all either 2 to 3 bedrooms. 41 Newman Place, assessed at 464, 450. 555 Churchill Road at 426, 790. And 57 Rena Place at 439, 810.
I think that's.
It's off of Wilson, way up, close to Park.
Oh, yeah, I got one of those.
But
Those little streets,
They're
those
little
houses are
capes.
small, yeah.
Those are tiny capes.
This is a colonial.
But it's only 2-bedroom.
Probably nothing upstairs.
I mean, those are all less than the requested value of 500,000.
500 seems low to me.
I mean, the home was purchased in 1999. I can't imagine it's in very good shape.
Well, you'd be surprised.
What's that?
You might never know, we could be surprised.
Well, according
She
to the appellant, they haven't done anything.
She compared it to 984 Valley? Because that sold for 850 in
That's
January 26.
That's the number I wrote down, but
Yeah, well, that's not a good comp.
not a good one. Okay.
Probably a different kind of house, too.
I might have written the wrong number down because the sale price was supposed to be 461.
Well, I mean, did she have it on paper? Or did she just?
No, verbally, which means I could easily have written down the wrong number.
I mean, I will say it is there is a, let's see. Where is there? I mean, it is a pretty busy, even though it's not, going all the way, it doesn't go all the way to, but it intersects with Wilson. And it is a pretty busy,
Pretty busy.
It's really a cut through, to be honest
Yeah,
with
it is a
you.
cut
It
through.
is.
I now know where you're going.
So do I.
Oh, would you live on that part of town?
No, when I'm working, I go all over, so.
so, I mean, I do though think like 500 seems a little
low to me.
you know?
But I
All
just,
of these comments.
no, Churchill Road was 521. That needed a lot of work.
Which one?
Churchill, 555 Churchill Road, that's,
Well, she gave me a different price, so this is,
she seems
I didn't double check. So that's sold for how much?
521. 521, yeah, in June of 25. I'm gonna have to go look at all these. 688 Wilson.
Where do you find your sale prices?
MLS.
MLS, so
There's also on the
Zillow. You could-
you can get them on Zillow.
page, there's a listing of all the,
What's
there's a
the,
link
okay,
of all the, I mean, it's just
And
a
then,
PDF though, so it's not that.
all right, and here's one at 688 Wilson, which is a two-bedroom,
Yep.
sold for 651. And
she gave me 426, so, oh, that was the assessment, I'm sorry.
yeah, so now this one, well, this is a good comp finally because it shows that it's in, really nice condition. It showed beautifully. I mean, the kitchen wasn't brand new. It had been updated at some point, but not by today's standards, but
It's similar square feet, I made a note.
But that's 651, and she's still higher than that. And this is a two-bedroom.
Yes, it's a two-bedroom.
On
Yep.
Wilson Street, so, maybe she's 600.
I don't think she's 500.
No,
500 seems a little too nice.
I don't.
650?
I mean, I would, what did you say?
600?
Probably 600.
Yeah.
600? That's fine with me.
Yeah.
I'm okay with 600,
I'm there.
based on condition,
All
yeah.
right.
Floors are heaving, can't get the car in the garage.
All
There's
right, make a
little
motion.
things that would make it undesirable.
Okay, so go ahead, you can make the
So
motion.
we agreed on 600?
Sure.
Yes.
I agree, we grant the appellant's amended request to a value of
Grant in part.
grant in part, the appellant's request to an amended value of 600,000.
All in favor?
Okay.
Then my next one is 946, which is 20 Homeland Street.
Did you say 900? The
946,
946. And what was the address?
20 Homeland Street. This is a split level. I'm guessing those aren't very popular anymore, is that right?
Depends.
They're
Depends.
actually more popular now than they used to
I
be.
love them, right? I mean, they don't,
But levels are great for aging,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not so good if you need a knee replacement.
Very few steps.
I don't know, Tim's mother
To go up.
fell going up the stairs and broke her hip, so I don't know. There's, but in the split level Tim grew up in. But
You got
anyway,
it. The one thing that's good about a split, you always get a family room.
yes,
Sometimes there's 4 levels.
Yeah, but you always get, in a Cape and a Colony, it's usually under, it's not, but you always get that in a split.
so anyway, town valued this at $680,500. The unit owner, the appellant, has requested $520,000. And the appellant name is Stephanie Antonazzi-Rothberg. Needs new roof. Bathroom interior doors need to be replaced. Single pane windows. Bathrooms all need updating. Hardwood floors are in bad shape. No air conditioning. Small garage can only fit a small car, not high or wide. And land is sloped on one side. It's good for sledding. 5-foot stone wall on one side in need of repair. No doors on closets. Old tile in basement. This one was purchased during COVID. And the woman feels she overpaid. She got divorced and had to find a place to live with her 3
What did she
kids.
pay when she bought it?
What's the address in Homeland?
20.
Oh.
Did she say?
I thought I looked it up, but I'm not finding a note to
I
that.
actually know that house.
Yeah?
I've been in that house. Yeah.
Why do we keep wanting to?
she bought it for 520 in 21.
It went 20?
21.
821.
To 2021?
And she wants to go to her what she
Let's
bought.
go to her, yeah, for what
She
she
wants to
paid for
go
it.
to the price she paid for it, yeah.
Yeah.
And we got very little in the way of comps, but, didn't get the,
Not in good shape, huh?
It's a
the
small
unit
lot.
number, but on the same street,
Small.
it sold for 560,000 in 2025 that has a two-car garage. Lot the same side, has a fence, air conditioning.
I know in that house, just because I was there, the kitchen and the living room, the main room is combined. There's like
It's
a,
one big room,
it's one room and then there's like a bar,
peninsula?
yeah, kind of like a peninsula, and it's
Divides it?
not very big or wide.
Yeah.
So it's just one room, kitchen, dining room, living room. Right, and you go downstairs to
Family room.
whatever that
Without- yeah.
room is. I didn't go beyond that.
Let me see, I've got some other notes on these
I know the house she came from.
page.
Well, there's number 60 Homeland sold in July of 25 for 560.
Oh,
And
How big is that one?
let me just look at the condition here. It's average condition. Wouldn't say it's great, but it's not like ancient.
Oh, yeah, here's the purchase price,
But
500.
the bathrooms are old. Bathrooms need to be updated. And that's 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths, 14, so similar. And that's 560. In the base valuation here.
It's 120 less than their appraised value. though.
What number was that on Homeland?
That's number
The appeal number
No.
946?
6, that's number 60. Here's one on Bryant, which is not far. So 561, December of 25.
okay.
And also dated.
They might be.
Different. They're newer houses, aren't they?
No, not this one. This is
Really?
1954. I mean, it's close enough. It's close enough to Homeland.
Yeah. No, it is. It's right around the corner.
There's one on Wilson, which actually I have that in one of my comps. Sold for 650, but that one was all done up to the nines. Beautiful inside.
No, this one
So, I
definitely
mean,
isn't.
so that's 650 and she's already at 680. So yeah, she's got a case here, but she's not 520. Well, that's what she paid for it. So I would say she's more like the other two, which
Those are
were
what,
560, 561.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, what number Bryan Drive was that?
161.
So that sounds like a good comp.
And the other one at Homeland, yeah. They're both the same, 560, 561. See if that's where she is, 560.
I know she hasn't done anything
I mean, I
to this house because she was house poor. She had to buy something. This was the cheapest thing she could find. So
What were you saying, Peter?
was just gonna say, that one that, that 60 Homeland, I mean, whatever that sale price was, I mean, much higher, but that, the land is basically the 494.5 that she's saying, and actually her property, or her living area is about 200 square feet more, but, even so, I mean, the condition that, looks like this one on Homeland, 60 Homeland is probably in better condition, so, I mean, maybe we can bring her down a little bit, but,
Yeah.
I don't think to her value is a little low.
I agree. I mean, I don't know, I think
Give her the value that,
560, they're both at 560.
yeah, the other
That's
two
what I
comps,
think.
yeah.
Huh?
Give her that value.
Yeah, that's what I say.
yeah, I did find one for 560, but I didn't get a number.
Are you okay with that, Peter?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay,
So we're
let's do that then.
move-
All right, well, let's grant it in part to,
In part, the appellant's appeal at a new value of 560,000. This is appeal number 946.
Okay, all in favor?
All in favor?
Adele.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Son, I can't ever leave me alone. I heard it.
Okay, 560.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
Yes, accept. $752.
752?
Lucky
I
75.
didn't-
Is it 752?
You did that one.
Yeah, I did that?
Yeah, it's the
Oh,
second.
yeah, you did it.
The second
One
one.
Valley.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I've got marks all over the place. 946.
We just
You
did.
just did
That's
that.
good.
Okay.
659 was a no-show,
Oh,
and 160 is the next one I'd like to do.
160?
Yes. This is at 1290 Stilson Road. The town valued this property at $991,000. The requested value is $760,000.
still
This homeowner got an appraisal. There's a write-up on it. I don't know if you want me to read the whole thing, or do you just want me
Is it
to?
appraisal? Oh, here it is. Okay.
And she wrote a little treatise about
It takes it to 720. 725.
comparable homes sold between $695,800 and $820,000 with similar or larger square footage, additional bedrooms, and superior locations on quieter residential streets. The best comps or the most similar are 1290 Stilson Road. No, that's hers.
That's hers.
And 1510 Stilson Road. 1137 is double the size.
Well, Mill Plain is probably okay.
What's that?
Mill Plain's probably a good comp for Stilson. Same area, both
Yeah.
busy streets.
She's on the, she's right across from Hirsch.
Oh, okay. It's not that house with dog painted on the garage door, is it?
She's,
That weird looking house.
I don't know, I'm trying to find a photo of it.
I keep getting blank pages as I'm scrolling.
I know.
so she suggests 760,000,
Yeah, it's that one.
giving
It is that one?
comps,
This one.
that's pretty close.
Yeah, oh, they don't have the dog on it anymore. Okay, I know which one it is.
Didn't Jonathan, I think Jonathan Teague listed that last time. Yeah, he did.
Look at you.
It was in 2018.
So what do you guys think? I mean, I don't think it needs to go down much from 760.
Let me just see.
So that's what his ask was, 760, correct?
Yeah, the appraisal looks for 725.
I know, so he's asking for 760.
If he asked for it before he did the appraisal,
I don't
did
know.
it happen that way?
No, he would have,
I don't know why, but that's what he wants.
Yeah.
He's got an appraisal for a lot less, so he's asking.
He'd go for it.
I don't know.
So we got it.
What do you think, Peter?
Well, that sale, that 1510 sale, right? Which we said was a good comp, or someone said it was a good comp, right? I mean, that is smaller,
Which one are you talking about?
1510 Stilson, isn't that? what-
Come on.
Next page, Peter?
It's not, I mean, it,
Wait, I didn't see that in the report.
It's She wrote it up
It was,
in the letter to us.
560 Stilson.
sale price was 750. And, it's just, the land there is appraised, appraised at 710,600, and it's, that's only, 0.37 acres. And, I mean, it is a little, let's see, that's got about 200 square foot more than living area. But then the other one, the land value on the subject is, 780,500. And, it's almost half an acre.
See, and unfortunately, some of the problem is not, it may not be on this one because I didn't look them up, but I don't know if these are all in the same neighborhood by the assessor. They're close enough, but when he split the neighborhoods, the land values will be different. So it's hard to, with the way he does it, it's hard to really come up with that because the appraisers don't use his model and neither do we. We're looking at stuff, so it makes it difficult to equate them.
I mean, you are right. I mean, there are two different.
Two different neighborhoods and neighborhood codes, so that makes it, it's hard to figure that out.
Apples and oranges, right?
Well, unfortunately, they probably should be apples, but he split them.
Right.
Took it upon himself to just change the neighborhood, so. And he has the right to do that, so.
Actually,
But-
I mean, according to this, it's saying that the 1290 Stilson, the unit price is 23.33, where the 5010 is actually 27.
And he does that too, like, who has the bigger lot?
The 1510, the Stilson one. The the 1290 subject.
1290 has the bigger lot, but their unit price is bigger than their neighborhoods. That's what it has to be. Because they're in the same neighborhood, the bigger lot has a lower unit price.
Why shouldn't this have 1510? And it showed beautifully.
Well, I noted that 1510 seemed the most similar.
All right, so they're asking 760?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I mean, do you want to make a motion?
Do we want to do 760 or 750?
We ran it.
Well, they asked for 760, their appraisal is for much less. If they want 760,
Give it to them.
here you
Okay.
go.
So I move that we grant the appellant's request to value their property at
I don't
$760,000.
know why they did that, but it doesn't matter.
Okay, all those in favor of that?
Aye.
Stephanie, should we be reading these? Did you guys do that on Saturday? Just read back the value?
No.
No?
didn't.
Okay, all right.
Okay, and the last one I have is 154 Brookmere Drive. What's
The
that?
appeal number?
Yes.
Well, actually, the appeal is 154. And,
Oh.
173 is the appeal number.
Okay.
154 Brookmere. I'm sorry, I'm getting hoarse, getting a lot of congestion tonight. It didn't exactly have an appraisal.
Jeannie and Bob?
What's that?
Go ahead, never mind.
But I've got to note that an appraiser inspected it. It was built in 1986. It's a colonial. She gave me, or he, I forgot to give you, town value was 633,333, and the requested value is 1,415,000 even. Excuse me. So,
That's a-
built in 1986, comps or 369 Parkwood at 1,437,000.
You have an appraisal.
The appraiser adjusted the value of that to 1,412,000. I mean, she's giving this as something for me to write down. I didn't get anything published, and I don't think there was anything.
They do have an appraisal in,
I do have one.
yeah.
Jeff did it.
I don't think I found it online. I don't
Talked to him
think
today.
that happens. Does it happen from time to time, Peter?
I mean, it's in, I'm looking online right now, it's in the scanned documents
Okay.
file, but, you know,
maybe-
maybe it wasn't there when you.
Maybe I did find it from there. Actually. I can't remember now. So what did I say? 369 Parkwood at 1,437,000. He adjusted it to 1,412,000. 76 Walben Court, 1,251,000, sold in January 2025. It's a smaller lot. Adjusted value of 1,293,695. And 142 Trillium Road, sold for 1,280,000 in August of 2025. Similar lot, about a half an acre, but it's a smaller home. And he adjusted it to 1,363,460.
I don't know what the revenue is trying.
But then the appraiser thinks that this lot is worth only 750,000 based on tear downs that have sold in the area. Apparently that's what's happening.
Not on Brookmere.
No, well,
No.
we haven't seen it on Brookmere, but,
What's that?
no, I haven't seen them happen on Brookmere.
Well, Parkwood's a good comp. That's a good.
Parkwood's a good comp, yeah.
1,430,000.
Albin's really not, although,
Well, but it is university.
It is university,
You know,
yeah.
it's like both
Yeah.
sides of the university.
Yep.
It's the same neighborhood. Now, that sold for 1,293 because that house, it needed a lot of work. There was a lot of deferred maintenance on that one.
Which
And-
one?
The one on Walben.
that lot wasn't great either.
It needed work?
Yeah.
That lot wasn't great. On Walben.
No. Now, Jeannie and Bob's house is definitely dated. I mean, they haven't done a single thing to it since they bought it. And that was, what was that? It was built in, I think they might have built that. Let me take, I love how everything is. Your head is spinning by the time you turn these upside down. 1986. Yeah, they had it built. Also. I mean, it's one of those postmodern, 1980s construction. Not great. It's great when they bought it because everything was brand new, but everything is 1980s.
1980s wasn't the best time
What?
for building.
And then the one on Walben is also one of those postmodern construction years. Well, that was actually 96. Yeah.
That was a better builder, though.
Well, yeah.
Walsh and Philbin built those. They built every one of them.
No, Munson had something in there too.
It could have been this one.
So, I mean, I'd be okay with 1,415. I don't,
With the requested value?
yeah.
Well, that's
Sounds good to
pretty
me.
much near the high side of any of the comps, right?
Hey, Chrissy.
Hey,
Oh, got here early.
yes, the tennis match ended sooner than My phone is dying though.
Oh, that was good. Good. And then-
Yes, they won.
So should we grant their
Yeah,
appeal?
you want to make the motion.
I move that we grant appeal number 173 at the appellant's requested value of $1,415,000.
All in favor?
Okay. That's the end of my list.
Good.
Anyone want to go next?
Next.
Go?
Sure, we'll go next. All right.
I won't vote if that throws everything off. I can just
Yeah.
chill out.
I mean, listen, I think
It
that,
will be an even number.
Yeah, so I'm fine just hanging out until,
All
I'm
right.
gonna leave early.
yeah, I mean, you could, why don't you go then?
if you're done, yeah, sorry.
If
I
you're-
just,
if you're all right.
I'm fine with it. I just was early. I figured I
I'm
would
okay
just
with
come
You're
and,
settled, you ready?
I can do it, yep.
Okay, this is appeal number 581.
Put these back in
The
the.
address is 1280 Merritt Street. The owners are Arthur and Bon Rutelli. The town has appraised $739,300, and the appellant is asking to go to $495,000. So one of the things Bonnie gave me, sent me videos of her property, which I'd be happy to show you. It's on a third of an acre. Half of that acreage slopes down. It's like she gave me a 360-degree view of the lot. And it slopes way down to that Horse Tavern Brook that we're talking about. And it's interesting, because if you look at the plot of where this house is, they carved out a piece of it to the right to put another house, 1270 Merritt. And that's a newer construction, and it's got a retaining wall and everything. And they got a condition factor of topo on their land for 5%. And I said, well, why did they get it and you didn't get it? Because their backyard, so the appellant's backyard goes deep and narrow, and then it's like an L shape. And then the back, the L shape is behind the newer construction, which is next to them. So the people next to them don't have that condition, or they have the condition factor, but they don't have the condition, which is weird. And the appellant does not have the condition factor, but they should have it because half of their acreage slopes down and it's non-buildable. So that's one thing. They gave me a few comps, but we worked together and I came up with a few more comps, which I thought were even better. 25 Ginger Circle sold in '24, but I time-stamped that to $514,000. Similar size. Oh, and also the appellant's property is only a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house. It's 1,168 square feet, tiny little house. I thought the ones on Rena Place were excellent comps to this because those are also tiny, similar square footage. And one of those was a 2-bedroom. You timestamped that to $524,700. Another one on Rena sold for $493 in July of 2025. A third one sold in 2025 for $525. And Bennett Street sold for $510. That's another like smaller 1,100 square foot colonial. The two that I wanted to point out, let me see, she had two here that, the two that I wanted to point out that were higher at 510, the one on Bennett Street, it was all updated. Everything was updated. Granite, stainless steel, everything. And that closed in 24, but I time-stamped that to $540,600. And then the one she gave me on Suburban, that was all updated too. And that time-stamped would have been $524,700. She's asking for $495, and I think that's a fair number. The town has her at $739,300. There's no way.
Suburban at $795?
The town has them at 739, 300. She's a tiny little house on Merritt Street. With a big sloping backyard. If you want to look at the
That
video.
Merritt Street, I mean, that the whole street is a hill. Merritt Street is just a big,
Yeah, a lot of.
All right.
Anybody have any other questions or comments? So your comps are all 485, 493, 525,
Anybody else need that?
524, 7, 514, and they don't have the condition, half of the property is sloped. They can't even use it. And I mean, it's so sloped that you need a fence there if you have children. So if everybody's in agreement with that, I'd be happy. All right, I make a motion that we grant the appellant's value of $495,000. All in favor?
I'm going to oppose, I'm opposed.
Okay, all right, that's fine. All right. This next one is appeal number 267. The owner, the address is 13 Stoneley Road, and the appellants are Arthur and Marcella Mayer. The town has them valued at $1,148,500, and they're requesting a value of $850,000. They gave me some comps. This is a split level, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, split level, 2,300 square feet. The kitchen has not been updated, the baths have not been updated. I looked at the photos, and I always call these cabinets dorm cabinets because it's what my dorm freshman year had. White cabinets with the strip of wood on it, and the dorm cabinets. You know, Formica, old tile floor. They gave me comps. One of them is on Falmouth Road, which is a split level, similar square footage, around that 2,300, 3-bath, 3-bedroom, 3 full bath, all redone inside. That sold in August of 25 for $930. Random Road, 49 Random Road, sold for $860 in 2024. I don't think did I timestamp that? No, I don't think I did. Open floor plan, the walls were taken down, totally redone kitchen. I can timestamp that if you want. Also, another one on Random Road, 40 Random Road, sold for $900. That was all redone, and that should be timestamped too. What I think they're actually what they're closest to, closed in October 2025 on Random Road, a split level, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, so even an extra half bath. An older kitchen, dated, baths were dated, similar condition to the appellant's property, sold for $710.
wow.
Now, if you look at the town's value of $1,148,500, I have 2 examples here of what that number will get you, and it's not the appellant's property. One of them is a Colonial on Stoneley, same neighborhood, same street, and that was a beautiful house, beautiful Colonial. Cindy Seawright had that. It was all redone. And another one on Stoneley for $1,200,000. And that was Lisa Mancini's listing. Also another Colonial 4-bedroom, non-split. These are both Colonials in the 3,000 square foot. That's the size. So that's the 1.2 and 1.15 value, not 13 Stoneley. So they want to go to 850. I thought that was fair.
Tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye, Laura.
Bye.
Thanks, Laura.
You're welcome.
Careful on those stairs outside.
Oh, yeah, they have them.
Yeah.
Looked like one of the slabs came
Yeah,
out.
it's probably loose, so just be careful, don't step over there.
If I can get out the,
Out the side door.
take it easy.
Go out the main door and then just walk to the side to go down.
Yeah, that's probably what I'll do.
I should have done something.
The second one, the 961 or 861?
No, 850.
Comes out to 911, 600.
And that was totally redone. And then so was the 900, the other 900 rand, that was all totally redone too.
Where did that 1-1 come from then? Like, it's so off. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
From Tyler.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why I wanted to, all right, what on Stoneleigh would you get for that number? And you get a big colonial that's over 3,000 square feet. That's what you get. I mean, certainly not 13 Stoneleigh. And those, you know, those are both in the base valuation here.
Okay, I'm good.
Me too. Anybody have any other questions, concerns? All right, I make a motion that we grant the appellant's value of $850,000. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. And that is next. All right, next appeal is number 919. And the address is 81 Valley Circle. The owner's name is Lawrence Ludwig. The town has him appraised at $993,900. He's asking to go to $764,700. Okay, so this is Valley Circle. So Valley Circle is off of Valley, and it's literally just
On Park Ave.
Yeah, right now. This house is literally 4 houses away from Park Avenue.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So they gave 3 good comps. 5 Random Road, which I just talked about. This is a split. Here we go. This is a split level. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2154 square feet on 0.58 acre. 3 good comps. One on Random Road, the one I just talked about, that sold for $710. One at 526 Wilson sold for $650. And that was all redone, new baths, everything. That's the one I mentioned before that was completely redone. Walls taken down, done up to the 9s. That sold for $650. And
Where was that? I'm sorry.
that was on Wilson. That's 526 Wilson. And the one on Jackman Avenue sold for $780. And that kitchen was average. For Mike, newer stainless steel appliances, but the bathrooms were new in that house. And that sold for $780. They have a full kitchen in the lower level too. But I mean, I thought that with the appellant asking to go to $764,700, I thought they were being generous, because I thought they could have gone even lower than that. But because they, you know, their house was not in the greatest condition. But to be $993,900, I thought was too high. Yeah, their bathrooms are dated. They have Corian countertop, peeling vinyl cabinets. So
What do we know about 40 Random Road? That looks like it sold for $900
let's look it up.
in April of 2024. Not that I'm looking to, but I just feel like we picked another one on Random Road, so.
Oh yeah, that was completely redone. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Yeah, I showed that house. Yeah.
So not a good comp. So that's probably where
Well, it's
900 is coming
900
from.
and
Yeah.
yeah. And also it's that's a 4-bedroom too.
Gotcha.
That's one of those splits that had 4 levels. You know, you go down, and then you go down again.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
What was the address on Jackman?
219 Jackman.
On Jackman is that? It's my street.
I mean, that sold for $780. And that's a much better location. I mean, the kitchen on this was average, but the rest of the house was gorgeous, like very modern looking.
The
And
Jackman one?
the bathrooms were beautiful, beautifully updated, and that sold for $780. The appellant's asking to go to $764. I think it's fair. She's 4 houses away from Park Avenue.
Okay.
And the house needs work. Anybody? All set? All right, I make a motion.
wait.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. You can.
All right, I make a motion that we approve the appellant's value of $764,700. All in favor?
Aye.
I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So it doesn't.
Oh, this poor guy.
It gets granted if it's the majority.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna pass these.
Oh, boy, I love
I'm gonna
pictures.
Pass these
I
photos.
love photos.
Yeah.
And
some of them it's
what trip
hard-
are we going on? Where's this taking us to?
Okay.
Give us.
All right, this appeal is number 925. The address is 11 Flushing Avenue, which is off of Churchill. And the owner is Jeff Bruno. The town has him valued at $711,800,000. He's asking to go to $595,385. So this is a 1970s construction raised ranch, 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 1,836 square feet. It was, like I said, it was built in 1970, but when the house settled, a crack appeared decades
Okay.
ago. Yeah. So it runs right through the house. The contractor, he has estimates in there. Contractor estimated the repairs to be $116,415. There's so many photos in there where he shows, like, even in the bathroom, like everything's off kilter. The rooms are sinking because of the crack on the first floor. The outside of the house, even, you can see there's a difference between like the steps and the front door of the house. On one end, it's just everything is tilted and inside. He said if you take a marble and roll it across the floor, almost every room.
Poor guy.
You could see some of those. Let me see if there's one in particular. I know there was one. I was like,
There's
oh
a lot
my.
of bathroom pictures. Yeah.
Yeah, well, and it's hard to, you don't know what,
Okay, that's
but you can
okay.
see, you see in that bathroom picture where the vanity, even like it's on one end of the vanity, it seems higher and, yeah. And then like here, that just shows you that's the molding, the baseboard molding, and the floor is actually dropped down from the baseboard mold. There's like a couple of inches there where it's sinking. Same thing here. And then what's happening on the outside of the house, like this, on the outside next to the stairs, it's making the siding
Oh, yeah, look at that.
come off the house because it's being pulled. The house is sinking and it's being pulled.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah. And,
Not good.
Really not
Structure
good.
with sound, like.
well, I mean, I guess, but,
Okay. Nice.
so he's,
Do you want to see them pictures or you'll?
No, I see, I have them online. I'm assuming that, just all the ones that she showed, I saw on here, so I think they're all the
Okay.
same.
yeah, he's got the original 1970 kitchen and baths, a 1970 driveway, original windows. And it's interesting because this property sits below, it's across the street from the houses that are up on Chatham Road. And that's, if you look up, it's way at the top of that hill. And I know I sold one up there last year. And the runoff from that has got to be extreme. And I'm just wondering if that has anything to do with
good.
it, I don't know. It's a possibility. But, 595, 385, that's, just under 600,000. He's got a real problem on his hands with this house. And he certainly would never be able to sell it like it is. No one would buy that house.
He'd have to fix
No.
it. He'd have to remedy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way.
Did he just net out the 116? That was the, oh, sorry,
I mean,
it looks like he had an estimate for the repairs of
Yeah.
over about 116,000.
yes, exactly. Yep.
When did he buy that?
Let me see, he bought it in,
It was an unqualified sale in April of 2025, but it looks like
And
it's
he's tearing it down. Right? He's gonna tear it down. I mean, he bought it.
Eventually, somebody's gonna have to, he's not, he can't afford to.
So, I mean, is the land there,
is it worth 600?
yeah,
Um,
I mean,
let me see.
land valued at
I mean,
No,
575.
5.6.
actually, yeah. I mean, how could they have that dwelling?
0.17.
Right, the dwelling at 136.
I don't know that somebody would pay 575 or
How big is the lot? I mean, is it,
0.17.
that's not even very big.
For that neighborhood, it's not. I mean, lots in that neighborhood tend to be bigger.
No, I know,
But-
I do know that's true.
I mean, 595, I don't know that a builder would pay that for that location. You know,
But then put-
600,000 for that, that might be the top of the range.
Then
Because
put
it's a
up-
third, 6, 12, 18, $1.8 million over there, no.
I know,
Is that how you do it?
yeah. A third for the cost of the land, a third for the
build.
construction, and a third is your profit to the builder.
Yeah, well, no, that area is not that
They
valuable.
get that there.
Nope.
Maybe you get $1 million, maybe.
Well, new house,
So- New
house,
taller.
yeah.
I just think, yeah. I mean, I think that's a good point, Peter. It probably is to tear down.
Yeah, but
Poor
who's
guy.
gonna put that money into it?
But, you know,
The whole house.
yeah.
He'll probably live there, and then when he's
Yeah, when
ready
he's
to
ready to
move,
go, yeah.
he'll tear it down.
If it doesn't sink before that.
Well,
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I think I'm going to make a motion to grant the appellant's value of $595,385.
Yep.
All in favor? This is appeal number 411. The address is 84 Sunset Circle, and the appellant is Donald DiMartino. The town has him valued at $871,100, and he's asking to go to $796,100. All right, what he said was that he's got sinkholes that developed over time in his backyard. And really, what he was asking for is just his land. He said his land is valued at $757,200. He's on 0.43. And, you know, Sunset Circle is off of High Street. He also has a couple of comps here. 124 Zost Drive sold for $695,800 in May of 25, which I thought was a pretty good comp. I mean, he's a Cape, 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath Cape, 1,330 square feet, and so is this comp on Zost Drive. And it's interesting because even though this one on Zost sold in May of 25 for $695,800, the town has them now valued at $870,900. And this land on Zost is valued at $757,900. So same thing. Another one on High Street, 378 High Street was also a good comp. Sold in March of 26 for $651,000. And again, the town has them appraised at $723,900, higher than what they paid for it in the base valuation here. Old kitchen, old bath, same thing. Here's another one on 250 Zost, dated kitchen, Formica, dated bath, sold in February of 26 for $716,590. All of these have sold lower than what the appellant's asking to go for. He's only asking to go to $796, which I thought was pretty,
How big did you say his land was?
0.43. Yeah. He's asking for his land to go down to 682.2, which would bring him to the, his requested number of 796,100. So, that we'd have to, and that's because of and he showed me photos and I don't, it's really hard to see it online. I looked at those photos, but he showed me videos and, it's hard, especially in the winter when you're trying to take photos of
Are there actual holes?
sinkholes. He said he's constantly, I don't know why that's happening, but he said, I'm constantly filling things in the backyard. He said, I can't let my kids play there. Yeah.
Who knows what's buried in there?
Sometimes they buried, threw in trees and, stuff like that all are rotting.
Yeah.
Lots, and that's it.
Right.
But how will they
I've got
know?
a,
You won't know.
I've got a bomb shelter in my backyard underneath. If anyone ever goes to build a pool back there, they're going to be like, what the heck?
Wow.
All right, so I thought at 796,100, man, that's generous.
You know what, I have to agree. I mean, you don't want to disparage somebody's neighborhood, but let's face it, that is not a great location. It's just not.
I don't know that he'd get 796.
I don't know that he would.
And the fact that he's asking for so little, I like, yeah, okay.
So you can't go, I'm just question, you cannot go lower than what they asked.
Only if you discuss it at the time of the hearing that,
Not now.
and he changes
Okay,
his.
all right.
Yeah. So
Just
he's
curious.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I make a motion that we grant the appellant's value of 796,100. All in favor? All right, this next appeal is number 490. The address is 172 Mayweed Road. The appellant's name is Jordan Bocanis, Bochanis. The town has him valued at $631,700. He's asking to go to $625.
I have 931,700 for town and then 567.
Yeah, well, I crossed that out because I told him the 567.6 was too low.
Okay.
And I said, if you really want us to, seriously consider this, you're going to have to rethink this.
What is the?
625.
625?
Yeah.
So it's 631 and then 625.
931.
931,700.
Oh, 9, excuse
Yeah,
me.
and he's asking you to 625.
Okay.
So the thing about this house is it's psychologically impacted because a suicide happened there. So we know that lives with a house for a long time. I can tell you that. There are certain things about certain neighborhoods, certain houses, when it's psychologically impacted, people know, people remember. Another thing is if there's a pedophile on the street, people know. In fact, Wormwood for years was like, don't buy on Wormwood because there's a guy, but he's now since deceased.
And they ripped down the house and put up a new one.
Yeah,
See, they're not even in the same house.
yeah.
I think
So
they changed the address too.
maybe, yeah. Anyway, the comps are 540 Wormwood, and that sold for 607. This is a ranch. The appellant's property is a ranch, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,628 square feet on a little over half an acre. It's a C grade to this house, so it's not great. But the one at 540 Wormwood sold for 607 in May of 25, quarter of an acre. The ranch on Greenbrier sold in 23. However, I time-stamped that, and that came to 730,340. I didn't use Nutmeg because I didn't think that was a good comp. 875 Stilson is a raised ranch. That sold for 620 in July of 24, but I time-stamped that to 636. 115 Mayfair sold for 630 in December of 24. I time-stamped that to 667, 800. And just an FYI, the latest teardowns on Wormwood were both quarter-acre properties, one at 750 and one at 760. that's how much the builders paid for those, because that's a popular
It's a
area.
popular place to, yeah.
I mean, you know,
Seaweed,
with this being
wormwood, dill, yeah.
psychologically impacted, I think 625 is still too low for him. I tried to tell him that. But, you know, so your comp values are 607, 730, 636, 667. You know, he is a C grade and he is psychologically impacted, but he's definitely not 931, 700. So, you know, I would say he's maybe in that 7 to 750 range.
Well, yeah, if that's what they're paying for.
That's what I would put him, where I'd put him. I mean, the teardowns, the teardowns for the quarter acres are 750,
And he has how much land?
almost a half.
It'd probably be.
No, he
closer
has
to
a half, he has a half. Yeah, I mean,
I don't think that would
the
be-
difference between the quarter acre and the half an acre, they're not gonna pay
Over there,
more
separate.
for that.
No, I'm
You
just-
Need that square footage
Right.
for the, you know. So I would grant this in part to 750 is my recommendation. Anybody else? All right. All right, I make a motion that we grant the appellant's request in part and reduce it to 750,000. All in favor? Okay, all opposed? No, all right. All right, this is appeal number 607. The address is 116 Old Spring Road. The owner's name is Lauren Ralston. The town has her valued at 606, 684. She's asking to go to 540,000. All right, this is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,286 square foot, 1925 colonial on 0.11 acre. She's literally across from I-95. She is heavily impacted by that. Her kitchen, if you see the photos, her kitchen has knotty pine cabinets or mica, no vented range. It's like, oh, you're living in my house. My house is just like that. Bathroom has a cast iron tub. I do too. Old. She does not have central air conditioning. She has popcorn ceilings. The roof is 20 years old. The siding is damaged. 2 very good comps. One at 210 North Pine Creek, which is also very impacted by 95. That was recently a flip. However, in July of 2024, it did sell before the flipper came in, and that sold for 430 at timestamps that to 455, 800. Another one on Bradley, which is also the same thing. You look across the street and there's the highway. That sold for in November of 25 for 635,000 in much better condition than hers is. She's asking to go to 540. I see no problem with that. She's always going to be subject to, you know, people saying, "Oh, no, can't buy it, can't look at the highway."
Yeah.
Do you think of any other comps, Paula, in the base valuation you
No.
thought?
Those are great comps because of location.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I ask a silly question?
No.
So on the field guard, again, now my new obsession is this location, this mystery location adjustment. It does say I-95 with a factor of 1. So it doesn't change the value. It's not a premium or a discount. So why acknowledge it if you're not going to? There should be.
It does on the.
0.9.
Over to the, there's 0.9,
No, that's for the condition.
right.
To the right, it says I-95, but then it has a 1.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I feel like we're acknowledging that I-95 is an issue. There should be a discount for that, and it's giving a factor of 1.
I mean, but in the notes, it says highway and then it's given the condition, so
I
I
guess.
think that's where the,
Yes, I guess.
I mean, would you say?
And then multiply by 1, it's going to come out to the same number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the last number you have to multiply. It is interesting though, why does he do that? Why do it? There's no point.
I don't know, that's what I'm saying. There's just that, box has been the
Right.
bane of my existence this
Yeah,
last
me
couple.
too.
Yeah.
But, okay, I just wanted to, I feel like there should be more of a discount there then, but I guess there is technically one there, but, okay.
So anybody else have any other comments or questions? All right, so, Peter?
No.
Okay. So I'll make a motion that we grant the appellate's requested value of $540,000. All in favor? All opposed? I've got one more here, and that is appeal number 721. The address is 263 Katona Drive. The owners are Paul and Nancy Wigham, Wigham. The town has them appraised at $1,538,700. They're asking to go to 1,250. So, they bought this in December of '23 for 1.3. And if you timestamp that, it brings them to 1,460,680. And he's a nice guy, and he said, look, I know I overpaid for this house. I know. He said, we looked at like 40 houses, 30, 40 houses. He said, and we were desperate. My wife was pregnant. We had to find a place. And he said, I know, I overpaid for it. Also, I will make a note that he bought this with a Greenwich agent who had no idea that, yes, they severely overpaid. And the house wasn't on the market yet. They bought it because it was being built, and they saw it, and they went to the builder and said, what do you want for it? So, of course, he was like, I want this.
And they gave it
So
to
they
him.
gave it to him.
Oh, my God.
So, I mean, the town wants him at 1,538,700. We can't put him at 125 because he paid 1.3, and I'm sorry, even though he overpaid.
Is that the house that's a split?
It's a split.
But that's, now look at the field card, if I remember correctly when I was looking at this.
Well, they have it as an enhanced colonial,
Right,
and it's
which-
not.
Which raises the
It's a
value.
split level.
Right, and that enhanced colonial
Yes.
raises it up another
Yes, that's
notch.
another point I was gonna make. Yep, exactly. And that was done strictly from a drive-by.
Yep.
That's a split level. You go in that house, it's a split level all day long. And he said it's got a weird footprint
It does.
inside. It's not a colonial by any means.
Even if you really look at the outside, if
Yeah.
you know what you're doing, it's a split.
Yeah.
They graded it completely wrong. It needs to
Yeah.
be graded as a split, never mind even a regular colonial.
The kitchen's on the first floor when you come in, then you have to step up to the living room, a few steps, and then you have to go down for another, it's a weird floor footprint. So, I mean, if we timestamp him, it brings him to 1,460,680. I feel bad for the guy that he overpaid for it, but we certainly can't put him down below what he paid for it in '23.
What did we say, one?
He paid 1.3 in December of '23.
He must have been very desperate.
He was, after 34 houses, 30 to 40 houses. So if we timestamp it, 1,460,680. Yeah.
I agree, we can't bring it down to where he wants it, there's no way. And if you timestamp it, it's gonna come up to that, like you said, but it just bothers me that it's so that they call it something it's not. And then, of course, if they're calling it a colonial, how did they grade that lower level? Did they grade it at full grade, or did they give them the same value somebody with a split would have?
I don't know.
I'll take a look.
Yes, can you just explain it to me again, what that means, that you're talking about this?
The split thing, you mean? Well, the first thing we're complaining about is the colonial. You understand about that?
Yeah.
Enhanced colonial versus, okay. So they really he needs to be classified as a split, not any part of it
Yeah.
as a colonial. Also, when they do a colonial, the square footage, I'm not counting a finished basement, just above grade, it's different than with a split. I live in a split. Even though my lower level is above grade, I have to actually step down to get to the ground. It's considered finished, it's considered below grade. So when they value it, that part of the house is valued at a different level than the regular part, because they consider it not above grade. So they grade it as it's a finished basement, but it isn't, because,
Yeah, part of it is underground.
well, none of mine is, because in the front, I walk right out the garage, in the back, I have to step down. So it's on grade and then slightly
And
above
it
grade.
varies.
It varies.
Some of
Some-
them, like the lower level is half of
Half
it.
under, yeah, you just
Yeah.
don't, so the whole thing is graded wrong. I don't know how much of a difference
Well,
that would make in his value.
They've got him here as a colonial expanded, and he's
He's
not.
not.
He's a split level. So I don't know, I mean, you know, I'd like to see that changed.
Should we
That's gonna-
send it to Ross to have him regrade it and then bring it back?
Well, I don't know. I mean, can't we just give him the 1460? It's a grant in part. And then also make the recommendation that you change his
Wow.
style. He's not a colonial expanded, he's a split level.
I guess we can do that. Mike, I'm just concerned that what if the,
Because the result would be the same anyway with the number. We're not
Just
gonna
where
change
they're
that,
gonna take
because
it
he
from.
bought it at 1.3.
and change.
1.3.
Yeah.
So, but I do want to make that, and I wrote it on here. All right, so
if we can bone it and then just send it to Ross to recalculate it and,
Yeah.
reclassify it rather.
So, and we can put that in the record, Stephanie, so.
Okay, what do you want me to put?
So I make a motion that we grant the request in part to the appellant in the amount of $1,460,000. Also with the note to the assessor that they change the style from colonial expanded to a split level. All in favor?
So we're all in favor of the value.
The value,
Value.
the other thing is just the note, right?
Okay.
I have a quick question. Is it 680 or 600 even? 'Cause I think
1,460, well, I don't know, are we rounding up, are we rounding? It's at 1,460,680, but that's not what I said. I said 1,460.
600.
Yeah,
We round.
Or 600.
we voted on
Round
it, so
even.
that's,
600, okay.
and I'm done.
Can I go? Because I'm nervous.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you're gonna be
Right.
fine.
Yes,
We
please.
want to take a
Oh,
Let's take a little break.
break
Okay.
and then
Good, because I gotta pull mine anyway.
stretch
I
and
didn't pull
something.
I just want to see if they started.
Good. You see,
I just start?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So it's number 142. The owner is Kathleen Razelis, 1432 Melville Ave. It's the condominiums that are on Stratfield, and half of them are in Melville.
Dogwood Green?
Yep.
I'm sorry, what number was it?
It was the address or?
No, that
142.
Thank you.
So it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and she does have a garage. There is a comp, which is actually the house, the condo right next to her. Okay, I'm sorry. The town value is $395, $700, and her ask is $300,000. The comp is next door, 1436 Melville, and their value was $392.60. She bought this in 2003. It was built, I think, in 1974. Nothing, according to her, nothing has been done to this condo since 1974, except for some windows that had to be replaced. No renovations done except for energy-efficient windows and screens I put in when I moved in 23 years ago. Not that it matters, but the woman is 90 and drove here. Okay, this is what she said. Her toilet doesn't work. You have to flush it 2 to 3 times to work. The tub is unusable. Original kitchen from 1974. The linoleum is worn. It has a.
Is she ground level or is she?
I think she is because she said the unit, yes, it has to be. The unit above her has gas, but she does not. And through her closet, there's a gas pipe that goes up to the second level. But she doesn't have gas. They do upstairs. She has electric heat, which is very expensive. Shower doors are loose. So loose. She's afraid that she uses them, they'll fall off. The shower doors, right, gas pipes in closet. Let's see what else. Unit expensive to heat, very high ceilings. She has those units that have high ceilings. Hard to heat in the winter, but cool in the summer. The roof is so thin you can hear the rain. Sometimes she can't even hear the TV when she's listening to it. Stairs. I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe she's on the
If
second
she can
floor.
hear the rain like that.
Yeah,
She
so
might be on the second.
she's on the second, but the
Does she
gas
have
pipe,
a deck, not a deck, like a,
they usually have a
the
deck.
upstairs ones have decks.
Yes.
First floor.
Yeah.
Patios.
But through her closet does have a gas pipe, so, but she doesn't have gas. Cold air, bottom of the stairs, yeah, I know. So she always has to put a towel over the doorknob to keep out cold air. Shower doors loose, wobble when touched. Toilet is double flush. Bedroom noisy with the water. I guess the water runs in the tub and it's very loud. She has a hard time getting in and out of the tub, glass doors. Original kitchen from 1973. Just throwing that out here. Some cabinet doors are slightly ajar, really old looking. Closet. In the closet unit is the heating unit, is the hot water tank, has the washer and dryer. I don't know what this really means. 2 good-sized pipes from the roof between heating unit and hot water tank to the first floor unit. All right, so definitely on second floor, I apologize. With gas, folding doors, bulge, not flat against walls. So it is a mess.
You might be not to move to there.
I do.
Complex.
I do have a friend that has an amazing condo there, but she did add a lot. So, anyway, so she asked, the assessment was $395 and her ask amount was $300. I would say yes, because if everything she had to fix is definitely.
Why did she give the 1436 as a comp? Because, I mean, basically.
Because they're totally renovated, she said. They are,
Not at the
according to
price,
the field
yeah,
card.
not,
I don't know if that's, Abby, look, I don't know.
because I mean, that one actually was rated at a lower
Yeah.
grade than hers, and it was 392 versus her 395.
Right.
It's actually a smaller, it's 150
But I think it has,
square feet,
right.
smaller.
It's the same bedroom, bathroom configuration, but it might be smaller,
Yeah.
maybe
I mean,
because
for-
it's downstairs. I don't know. But everything has to be fixed.
I mean, she did purchase it, I mean, I know it was way back in 2003 for 290, and it was an unqualified sale, but anyway, it just seems like that would be a pretty big reduction for,
Well, there's a bunch of them that have sold over there.
I'm looking at that now.
Are they renovated?
Well, let's see, 1406 Melville sold in June of '24 for 387.5.
Take a look at that one.
I know one just sold and they totally renovated.
Kitchen was
415.
not, no, it's
She's not even up that high.
like a Corian countertop and older.
I don't think she's even into a Corian countertop.
Oh,
Let
she's
me
390.
just see here. 369, this one sold. That one sold in '23 and that for 369, and that would have to be time stamped, and that was the original kitchen, original bathroom. Time stamped that. That brings her up closer to like 400. I mean, the lowest one I'm seeing.
And it's in the same shape. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I'm
Same
trying
shape.
to- The lowest one was 369, and that was in '23, so we'd have to timestamp that. And that was original. Well, let's just do it and see.
That may take her over what the town already has her. See?
I know.
Yeah. I mean, the sad part is you hear their stories.
Yeah, you get used to that after a while. You don't really get,
I know. I can't. I know what you're saying.
That's much nicer. How much is this little puppy here? Okay, so this sold in '24. 387, it's completely redone. Did she say how big hers was?
1,300 square
This
feet.
one's 1325. Well, it's not gonna help her, though.
No, I mean, none of these,
No, none of these are gonna help her.
I
unfortunately.
hate to say it, I feel like I'm fine with the number where she is. I mean, all sympathies aside, I feel like these are condos. I feel like the condos have kind of been slam dunks for us, at least the ones that we've done. They're all pretty comparable to each other unless one is.
God bless her, but honestly, there's
I don't see how.
nothing here
Yeah.
to support that. She's already at 395. And she's lower than everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, even back
Even
in
with the condition-
2023, 2023.
1906, I'm like,
God. So,
Okay.
I think that.
So how do you say that I don't give her, how do you say
So
that?
you still have to make, you have to say you make the motion to grant to her value of 300,000.
Okay, I make the motion to grant to her value, 395, 300, no?
To her value, so 300,000.
300,000. Her requested value of 300,000.
You have to do it almost backwards.
And then we're just gonna.
We're gonna
gonna
no.
vote on it.
It's weird how you have to do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
say it again.
So you make the motion to grant the appellant's request of 300,000.
Okay, I grant the appellant's request for 300,000.
Make the motion and then all in favor?
Okay, all in favor?
All opposed?
All opposed?
That's how you do it. Because in
One down,
1865, some ridiculous man in the army decided this is how the rules would be. So that's why we do it that way.
Okay, all right. Okay, the next one is 261, 233 Old Oaks Road. The owner is Mary DeRosa. Okay, it's the card is wrong. She said to me the card was wrong. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. But the card says It's 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath. She said, please come and visit.
I'd love to go visit there.
Okay?
Okay.
So,
Now, what does the town have her at?
okay. Okay, here's the story with Mary's house.
But
first-
state the number for
first
the
you give us the
town's.
number.
Oh, yeah, town value, 1,421,980.
And she
Her
wants to go
requested
to?
1,200,000.
Okay.
Okay, so what happened in 2018, they started adding on. Then her husband got very sick with cancer. So when you look at the home, and I haven't been there, it looks like this humongous house, but the inside of the addition is, it's just like the inside of a barn, you know, it's
So it's just
nothing.
framed, there's
It's
nothing?
just framed. There's no heat, no wiring, no internet, no plumbing.
Is that on her field guide?
The oil car tank is in a very precarious place under the house somehow, how you have to get in there. The lawn needs work, needs a new driveway, needs a new septic tank, no doorbells, no alarms because the electric was cut, back doors, no,
Oh, she's got an appraisal.
There's an appraisal here, yeah, but I don't know, I can't find a date on it.
yeah, the guy came with her.
Oh, okay.
The guy came with her. Sorry.
Let's see
Um,
what that was.
So when you drive by, it looks great, but that addition has nothing there.
Horacio Cardeza.
So it says that according to the card, right? It says addition just started. Because when they bought this in 20, or no, 2000, they bought it in 2000.
She said it was started
Pardon
in
me.
2018, the addition. And then the husband got sick, and then the pandemic came in 2020. It's the square footage is on the card is listed at 6,075 square feet, but she said, or they said, in actuality, it's 2,474 square feet living.
2000?
Yeah, that's what she said.
I guess here's my question about it though. Like she had an opportunity, she got this mailer, she could have said, looked at that mailer, said, you're telling me I have 4 bedrooms, and she did not, according to this, let's see, any informal hearing, no change, data mailer. It does say there was a change according to the data mailer, that was 9/18, so that was this year. I guess why wouldn't that have been, why didn't they bring someone to the home, right? To say, if there's this many, like what seemed pretty significant.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
It also says that it's what, 41% complete or something? And
The outside looks
39%.
complete.
39% complete, but how could it be if it's just framed?
The
There's nothing in it.
outside looks like it is, but the inside is
Yeah.
not. I can just tell you,
I mean, it sounds like she's willing to let people in, she's inviting us in.
she did say, please, right here, please come and visit.
How's the appraisal?
I mean, I think the health issue, if you look at the pictures, the front and then the rear, the front looks pretty good, and the rear, look at the rear, it looks like,
God bless you.
you see the second one was
Yeah.
Do you think that we should ask the assessor to go out there and,
I do.
right? Because if the card's
Not a
wrong,
bad idea.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
She needs to let him in.
you see this, like here?
Yeah, look at it, it's complete, yeah, you can see all the.
It's like
Yeah.
completely,
Oh, yeah, it's just studs.
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, that's something
But
they
you
should.
would think that's reflected in that 39% completion.
It shouldn't, with only that done, it shouldn't be 39% complete. It should be a lot less.
There's no wiring, there's no.
No, she
plumbing,
said-
No insulation, there's no walls, yeah.
no, she said it was all cut. And then he got sick and,
I think that's a good idea, Peter. I think we should have him go out there and recalculate that.
Yeah.
okay, so what do I say?
I guess we can't table it because that means we're bringing it back today.
So
We have to-
we're just going to withdraw it from being heard right now.
And then I give you this.
I would hold on to it because it's going to come back.
Yeah.
All right, so just hold on to it.
So
and-
postponed,
Yeah, postpone. Is that what we've been
yeah,
saying? Okay.
not tabled, right?
Yeah, not table, no.
Okay, so this one is postponed. Okay. See, I got all the hard ones.
You know what I would do if I were you, to be
What?
helpful? I would take her phone number, I'd call her and say, you can't do anything with this unless you let the assessor in. You have to let him in, so she understands why it's important. Sounds like she'd be willing, since she was willing to.
No,
let us in,
she told me.
But
Yeah, have her call the
Did
assessor.
you
and
find the
say that
value on that appraisal?
We put it aside until the assessor goes out there to.
I feel like I've gotten pretty good at reading them, and I could not find a value on there whatsoever.
I mean, no, that was a sad story. Okay. I've got to have one good story here, right?
Like, it's.
You've got a good
it's
story,
just-
yeah.
Sometimes
Okay.
there's a lot
to go.
buried in there, but.
Okay, are we ready for the
We're ready.
next? Okay. That's a little weird. Okay, it's number 278, 470 Cornell Road, Joseph and Johnson. It's a 5-year-old home. It's 4 bedrooms, central air, 4 bathrooms. It's right on Cornell. Oh, the town value is $1,440,109. And
1,441,000.
441, excuse me, 109,000, correct?
Yep.
Okay, and the requested value is 1,200,000. Okay, so the home is near Andrew Ward High School. It's right on Cornell. I remember when this house was being built, it was one big lot that,
Is that where the house burned down?
you know who owned it? I can't believe it, I can't think of it. But it was a house that had a very big lot next to it, and the lot was cleared and 2 homes were put there.
Who was involved with that?
Okay, it's across from the golf course. It's a very busy,
That's a big cut through.
it's a very busy home. Parents, when they wait for their children from school, they always park right around that area waiting for their kids, so they don't have to go to the high school to get them. It has a finished basement, but there is a water problem and a drainage problem, and the yard slopes. Okay, I'm sure it has central air. I mean, it's a brand new house. Is this the one with the, it is very interesting. The garage is it's very difficult to use the garage to put a car in. I actually went by because I couldn't believe it, but,
Why not?
the way the house was, built, it's very difficult to get into the garage. You kind of have to go around the side and in, and they didn't give much space in the side. So, that's why he believes. What year did he buy it?
2000.
20, so probably, was it during the pandemic?
We bought it in 2021, yeah.
One of those pandemic houses.
It's built in the 20s.
Excessive land and improvement value. Gregory Lane did this one.
Yep.
So it's a little less than 200,000 less he wants.
What did they use as comps in the appraisal?
I can't believe he doesn't have a comp.
There's comps in here, I'm looking at
Oh,
them.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
White Oak, Old Oak, and Stratfield Road. There might be more, I'm gonna go back a minute. Oh, there are, yep.
How do we feel about those?
Stratfield Road.
Good?
I guess they've given him a condition rating of 0.8 on there. I mean, it's the Topo,
What the heck is that?
what's that, golf course?
Yeah, the golf course is right across the street from them. Oh, here we go, here's the comp. Okay, 1. Well, White Oak, interesting, is not real, yeah. White Oak is that one right there, yes.
Listen, it's right on the, it is right on the,
So it's 1,207,000, so that's a little more than what they want. Another one in Old Oaks. Same
On
thing.
those first two, quite honestly.
Yeah.
Stratfield Road, that was one of the original houses, that Stratfield Road one.
I mean, Cornell's busy, but Stratfield Road is worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, because that's my neighborhood. I mean, people go up and down Cornell and up and
I
down.
do.
But,
Yeah, I mean, I think they're pretty,
and also, the one at 838 is a Victorian. I mean, it's all restored and it's
that's the
beautiful,
original one, yeah.
But it is a Victorian.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I don't know that. That's
I don't know if I would compare it to that. So they just
But I
redid
get
it.
When you're looking for comps in this market, it's
He
impossible.
bought this new, though.
It was,
Yeah.
yes, it was, I remember it was just built, yeah, mm-hmm. I don't know this one, wow, on 1037 Stratfield Road, I don't recognize that one, but. I mean, I think the first two are comparable, 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Don't they seem pretty good to you?
Those
Yeah.
seem okay to me.
Okay, so they asked for 1,200,000, what do you think?
I think the appraisal was that,
Hold on, I'm still looking.
I
Okay,
think.
The appraisal was 1,200,000.
yes, that was the appraisal.
I don't know, I mean, it is a very large house, but if you just bought it 5 years ago, it's brand new construction. I mean, I know the backyard slopes a little bit, like,
But it is on a busy street, I
well,
mean,
that's the only thing that I would say. Actually, the land itself is not valued at that,
I don't
that
think
much.
it's
I
a-
was actually surprised it was as low as it.
yeah, how big is that lot, though? I mean, it doesn't seem like it's a very big, I mean, it's all house, that lot looks like it's as much house as you could put on it, that's fair.
Remember the one at Eagle Drive? What did we bring that down to?
Oh, I don't know, I remember what you're talking about, but I don't remember who brought it
I
down.
just brought that down.
Is that off of Valley Road?
Eagle drives off
It's
of
in-
Algonquin.
Oh, okay. You know, so it's a new house, I mean, everything is new.
Yeah.
So that's not the question, I guess. But can you
What do
see
you
if,
say about condition, though? He does rate condition on here.
I'll be
I
honest,
think they do.
2020 was built, depreciation code is 5, I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means?
No.
Okay.
If you eyeball just the comps that come up.
It says
It
100.
does say that the quality of construction is only average.
Oh, really? Okay, it says percent good is 100%, whatever. First floor basement. If you look at the picture, though, you could see what the garage issue is. Like, literally, I don't know how a car, you go down and then you have to go like that. I don't understand how they did that, really.
I mean, White Oak had, because I showed that house, that had a beautiful kitchen. Beautiful piece of property too, I mean, gorgeous. And that's tucked away in the back part of that circular street there overlooking the golf course, very pretty.
White Oak is, yeah.
Yeah, so that location is better. And that sold for $1,207,000 in January of this year. Old Oaks,
It's quieter, that's for sure.
yeah, but that, and nicely, I mean, showed very well, but that kitchen was old. That was an old kitchen and needed to be updated. That was original. Well, maybe not original, but it was just a dated
He
kitchen.
says he put most of his reliance was based mostly on Comp 1, which is the old oaks, right? Or the white oak.
Yeah,
He doesn't require the least amount of adjustments.
he is newer construction. I don't, I have to say, I think, Greg, I think it's a little low on the 1-2. I do.
You think what?
I
That,
think 1-2 is low. Considering that it's a, 2020 construction. I mean, what would,
well, I think maybe it's just from an outsider, it's that busy road that I'm guessing. I mean, I'm just guessing that,
yeah, but I mean,
They actually have a, condition adjustment for
Okay.
that road, which I would assume is the busyness.
I
don't know. Oh, okay. See, he's talking about, a lot about the site. Incurable obsolescence, direct frontage on Cornell Road, extremely busy high school access road, including buses. And it's visible from there. And, buses sitting idle outside of the property, along with parents picking up and dropping off students. The yard has drainage and water issues from neighboring land development. Neighboring properties development gone wrong. Four bedrooms.
And you're listing that house tomorrow, Helene. What are you listing at?
I know, that's what I don't know if I could do 1.4, I don't know.
What do they have them at? What does the town have them at?
1441.
Yeah, 1441, comma, 109.
Just for. Just want to see something. See what Zillow.
Oh, okay.
I know it's crazy, but
Give it a look.
If I take a list of all the ones that if you pop up on Vision, now I know we questioned on the ones that
Okay.
we use as comps, if you average those sale prices, it's 1281.
so
What did you do? I'm just,
I know it's crazy, but I just checked Zillow. And they have it at 1354. So I know 144 was making me a little uneasy. Definitely not 12. But I thought somewhere in the 13s and 13546, I could do 1355. I could do 1355.
Oh, I don't know if you're familiar with 774 Fairfield Woods Road, but that's sold for 1379.
No, but I would.
That wouldn't be a good
Yeah,
comp.
that's a totally different, and I know that house.
Okay.
No, yeah, very different. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, different in terms of,
location.
I mean, I know Fairfield Woods is obviously,
Yeah.
but Cornell, I mean, yes, it is busy when school
But it's
is
just
there, but it's not.
But it's
busy.
still too far apart.
oh, you mean to compare?
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
an appraiser wouldn't use it. Yeah.
Well, Adele, you want to make the motion?
Oh, well,
Tell me,
Do you want to grant it in
you want
part?
to grant it in part?
yeah, I think I'd like to grant this in part. What are we thinking?
1355.
1,355,000.
1,355,000, all right.
Okay, make the motion.
1,300,000, right. I make a motion that we grant this in part for $1,355,000.
Correct.
We all agree? Okay.
I'm opposed.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Next.
Yep.
So we made it. This one. Okay. All right, next one. Okay, it's number 486. It's 678 Fairfield Woods Road. The owner is Filippo Sentiempo. The town value is $719,000, and the requested value is $589,000.
That little Phillips house.
Is it 719,600 or just 719? Because I.
719,600.
Okay.
So if you know this house on Fairfield Woods, it is behind another house. You know where the stop sign is around Morehouse Highway?
Yeah.
There's a house and then there's a long driveway. His house is down that long driveway.
Okay.
Just so you could have a
Okay.
visual there. Filippo did grow up in Fairfield. So since there have been no updates to this home, nothing, he bought it, he went into his father's business and he bought this house. And he has really done nothing there. Okay. So we have comps, and I actually have the page. Here's the thing. So interesting, he gave a comp from Weeping Willow Lane because I think he was looking for, I agree, but he was looking for houses that were similar to his. Putting Green Road, what do you think about Putting Green? That's North Stratfield, I know exactly. That's about 6 blocks away, maybe more.
Maybe, I don't know.
That's a
Let's
stretch.
see what else he has.
Hadley Road,
Tough
a little closer than Putting Green. And then J Circle, which actually skews, it skews the results. So if you look at, he tried, this is what he said to me, he tried to find homes that were similar. This is the best he said he could do. The house is about 1,180 square feet. It needs a new driveway, has an unfinished basement. The attic is pulled downstairs. Most of the land is unusable because there's ledge and it slopes. It's a ranch, and the garage is part of the basement, and it's constructed into the hill.
Oh, he's the one up on the hill.
But it's a long
Yeah, but
driveway.
he's like up on a hill there. I know where he is now.
Isn't it right around the
Before
Morehouse?
you get to Ferncliff, like after you pass Morehouse on the left, it's like, it sort of curves and then it's like a long driveway and he's like up on that hill. Yeah. So you can see it.
He says to renovate the house, he would need a minimum of 100,000. I mean, he says it's 1 bathroom, nothing in this house has ever been renovated. Average per square foot, now I'm not quite, okay, I wrote this down, but it says average per square foot of comps is lower. Never mind, I don't understand what I wrote here, so what's better, I don't say anything. So you're saying his comps really were not good comps?
The house is only valued by the town at 34,500. Right? So
What do you mean?
it's really about his land there.
Oh,
You know,
it's,
so is that land actually worth,
Well, not if it's sloping and if there's ledge.
right, he says it slopes and there is ledge, so he might have land, but the question is, I guess, is it usable land? He said most of the land is unusable because it's ledge and it's sloping. It's ranch.
Did he put a field card in
I
here?
mean, the picture on the field card does show a pretty significant.
The retaining wall.
Oh, let me look.
Well, here's one in May of '24. It sold for $590 on Marion Road, which is right across the street from his.
Well, there you
And
go.
that one was,
No, Renly.
that one, the bathrooms were dated in that.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It was a ranch, you
But
know.
Marion's level, isn't it?
Well, this, no, if I recall, this.
I haven't been on there in a really long time.
This was at the end of that cul-de-sac. And in fact, I think that might have been a tear down.
I don't even know where Marion is, and I should.
Marion is off of Fairfield Woods Road, just on the other side, right near where he lives.
Really? God, that's so funny. I don't know it.
On the other side, yep.
That sold for $590.
Right, and he's asking for
Well,
589.
you gotta timestamp that, let's see.
Oh.
Brings it to 625, 400.
That seems low to me. I'll defer to the.
Now, was that house on Marion, did it need work also?
Yeah. Oh, here's one on, What was this? This was a weird house on Tuller, which was right up the street. Oh, this was such a bizarre house.
What was a bizarre street?
Yeah, sold for, well, that was in 23, in December 23, but the town is going back to November of 23. But this sold for 100. I don't
On Tuller?
understand.
Wow.
Let's just see what else. Oh, why did I do that? Fairwoods, here's one on Fairfield Woods Road for 610, but this is a lot bigger. 2,062 square feet. There's a cape. Oh, this is the one right on that corner, which they're now redoing
Oh, the one
that
on-
whole
yep,
thing.
I know which
Oh,
one.
that was Dr. Wolcott.
Yes,
Dr.
yes,
Wolcott.
yes. It has dorm cabinets.
Yeah, they have, I've been watching them do
And
that
that was
house.
a lot bigger, big lot too, half an
Yeah.
acre, right on that corner. And that sold for 610
Is
in
that what it's sold?
July 24.
Wow, it sold for 610?
Yep.
Wow. They're doing,
I thought that was.
they've been working on it for a year.
Yeah, they
I
have been,
know,
yep.
but it's.
I've been watching every
it's
day.
cool. It had a lot of potential. That time stamps to 646.
But it is bigger, correct?
Yeah, it's like 20,
Yeah.
2,062 square feet. Well. He used to own a J Circle. He used that, right?
No.
Yes,
Yeah, I thought I saw J Circle in there.
J.
Oh, I have Weeping Willow. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
But somehow I put in there,
Actually,
use the results, and I don't know why I put that. Oh, it's renovated. That house on J Circle apparently is totally renovated.
No, it's not.
Really?
Is that 58?
Not at all.
Okay,
big.
then I take it back. That's
But-
what I've written down.
That sold for 622 in January of
Oh, okay.
25.
Oh, okay,
So
I have
that's actually a
625.
good comp. So you got
What kind of
all,
land does that one have, though? Is that,
that one has 0.60, over half an acre. So you've got all your values so far of the comps are 622, 625.4, 646.6. So, yeah, I mean, I'd be comfortable putting them somewhere in the low sixes.
okay,
Those are big lots too.
that are usable, and his is a lot that's not usable, which is a detriment. Let's pretend someone bought it and wanted to knock it down and build on it, they probably.
Well, I don't know that a builder would want that.
Build a
Right,
one.
well, because it's behind the house, which you can't do anymore, isn't that correct?
If it's already there, you
It's-
probably could.
It's
It's
existing,
pre-existing.
non-conforming.
You
Yeah.
can't, yeah,
But the kind of land it is, they probably would just not bother, go
Yeah.
for something else.
right, yeah.
No point in doing that.
So what would be a good value?
I would be comfortable with 625. J is 622, that's a good comp, right there, 622.
Okay. We'll make it 625. Okay,
And plus he's got the hill, so I would say 622 or 620.
I'll go for 620.
Okay.
Let's,
Here's to the hill.
he's a young guy and
Here's to the hill.
with the hill. Okay, I would like to grant, in part, $620,000. All in favor?
Oh, wait, so what was the?
620.
20,000?
Yeah.
Okay.
All in favor? All,
I'm opposed.
Okay.
okay.
Okay, that's it. Excellent.
This is very stressful.
You're doing great.
You're doing fine, yeah.
This is very stressful. Well, why? Because you know what you're doing. Okay, the next one, oh. 571, 234 Collingwood Avenue. Owned by Paul Michael Burrell.
So what was the appeal number?
571. Town value $1,505,368. And the requested value is $1,150,000. So, he purchased his home in June, on the fair open market. He did not know the seller or the listing agent. He wanted that made clear. He purchased it for $1,075,000. And he represented himself as a real estate agent, collecting approximately $26,000 buyer agent commission, bringing my net purchase price to about $1,049,000. They have added a pool. What?
We don't care what you got paid.
Oh, listen.
I'm not criticizing you, I'm just saying.
Okay. They added a pool and solar, bringing in the net total to $1,149,000. The assessed value is approximately $350,000 more. It should be noted that his property is on a very steep hill. Has a sloped, so prior to him buying it, sat on the market for several months, he said. And he bought it in fair open market for himself. Sloped front yard, sloped driveway. Okay, you'll know what this means, 25-foot slope. Do you know what that means?
Well, yeah, it goes from level to.
Yeah, okay. Half an acre backyard, however, 1/3 of it is unusable
I'm seeing that now.
because there's bedrock
I'm looking at that now.
in 1/3 of the backyard, and side yard, and the backyard is literally a hill. In his backyard also is an easement for a pipe from his backyard neighbor. So the pipe, I believe it has to be a water pipe, but I could be, it's an easement for this pipe from his backyard neighbor. Okay.
Right, so he added a pool and what else since he bought it?
Solar panels.
Solar panels.
Solar panels,
Solar panels.
yeah.
There's a big,
So how much are we adding value? If this is an in-ground gunite pool,
Okay, the difference, just, I'm sure you can figure it out, but the difference between the town value and his requested value is $355,000.
all right, so he bought it in 2024 for $1,075,000. So if we timestamp that, that brings us to $1,139,500. But he added a pool. So, I don't know, what do we give that? I mean, if you were to put an in-ground gunite pool, you're easily looking at $150,000. Don't you agree?
I agree.
They have it here as 60,000 on the field
I was
card.
just gonna say, they don't give you the,
Yeah.
I have no idea.
so 60,000 more.
Oh, 60 we're
That's
adding?
what the field card says.
Okay.
And then 35,000.
Well, if you were selling it, would that be?
60,000?
Yeah.
It depends if you want a pool or not,
Your pool can add value or not, depending, like you said, if
Yeah.
somebody wants it or not.
If
So
I don't want it, to me, it's a detriment.
People want it now.
now they want it. Now it seems to be popular again.
Yeah. But you could look at the pictures right, you saw the pictures of the backyard and the driveway.
Pool. Doesn't sound like you have a lot of room to put a pool.
I think it's the whole backyard, probably. Backyard very sloped.
Look at something here.
I don't know.
What does the town have him at?
115.
I'm just looking to see, where is that pool? That is a good question. Maybe the pool's on the side yard, but you would think he would show it.
140.
I don't know. I didn't ask him that question. Wonder where
All
the
right,
pool
so
is.
in terms of what has sold over there in that very specific neighborhood. Eagle Drive, which we did that the other night. And that closed for 1,425, we reduced it.
We reduced it. I don't remember what we reduced it to.
But the next one,
Stephanie
the
probably
next
knows.
bump up is on Collingwood, 340 Collingwood. That was, oh my gosh, those people put like easily $500,000. I remember reading, I think they put like 600,000 into it. It's a nearly 8,000 square foot house. I mean, it's just like nothing else compared to that.
I mean, was it 10 Eagle Drive? She's looking,
Was that what it was?
I don't know, she's looking.
There's a
at-
10 Eagle Drive that we did on the 7th.
Yeah, what do we do with that?
We granted them 1.25. Oh, wait, no, sorry. No, it failed. You made the motion to give them 1.25 and it failed unanimously.
What did they ask?
That was what they asked for.
And what did the town have them at?
1,449.25.
So,
I wasn't here.
how big is this house?
Okay, let's look.
Half acre and,
Is
It is half acre, but remember, a lot of,
4,000.
161.
yeah, but a lot of the backyard is, except for the pool apparently, it's unusable.
Which we don't see here.
No, isn't that weird?
Hold on one second. I wanna see
5
something.
bathrooms, well, I don't know. Yep, here's the pool, 15 by 30, in-ground gunite pool. 2025, it was completed. Also, it was just completed. Wait till after October.
I mean, at 115, that is 519 Morehouse Highway, but that sold back in 2021 for 115. That's not even a good.
No, I wouldn't use that. You gotta stick to that neighborhood or Old Oaks. What did we just say was, what was that last one on White Oak? Or Cornell, Old Oaks.
One, two, and change?
1, 2.
Do you see any
And then
comps?
Cornell was.
No, I was just gonna say, where's the comps?
I haven't seen any.
Yeah, I would say there was such a difference between, like, there's such a difference between the White Oak, the Old Oaks, the last Collingwood to sell over there. That sold for $1,075,000. Algonquin, and then you jump up, and Eagle Drive was 1,425.
But aren't they bigger aren't they newer on Eagle Drive?
Yeah, but they're really.
Yeah, they are.
They're newer, because I can remember there was,
1993, but that was.
well, I can remember when they were being built.
But then you jump up to the 340 Collingwood at 1.9, and that's, an 8,000 square foot.
Is it redone, gorgeous, amazing?
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
wow.
Insane.
Well, so you can hardly compare
So-
that, can you?
Yeah, where should he be? I don't know.
He didn't give us any comps, not even a 1.
Yeah, I don't know why. I should have asked, I don't know how that passed me by. 5 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, 8 rooms total, central air. I don't know where the heck that is.
I really don't know where to put him.
Well, I think the ask is too low. I mean, just.
Yeah, definitely. We were just kind of, so even so.
Let me just get this.
But the question is, would he be $1.5 million? Unless he's really everything done,
Yeah,
I would say he's not $1.5 million.
right.
And what did you say? Kitchen, bath, everything? Let's see.
Well, it says here,
He bought it off market, right?
yeah, he did, but it apparently had been for sale for a while.
Oh, I gotta look at that. Let me see.
It's 5 bedrooms, forced air duct, central air,
Look at the expired.
hardwood, clapboard. What year is this house?
Yeah, that's really, it's a nice area.
Yeah, it is. I'm just trying to figure out what year this house is.
Looks like
Those
it's
houses are
listed
the
for
30s
sale.
maybe?
Yeah, I was gonna say they're about the 30s, but I can't see it. What year this house is.
Zillow has it listed for sale in February of 2024, listed at 1.2, and it sold 4 months later at the 1,075,000.
About the same?
No, I'm saying that the subject property, if he
Okay.
was saying it was off market, like it was listed for sale for what that's worth in February, and it did not sell.
About 4
for the
months,
ask.
right?
They were asking 1.2 and they didn't get it.
Right, 1,075,000, is that what they ended up?
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, if you just timestamped it, he's already at 1,139,500, and then if you add 150,000 for a pool, he's at 1,289,500. Because honestly, that's what it would cost you to put that pool in there. You know, I feel comfortable around the 1.3 number.
Yeah, I don't think 1.5 is right,
I don't think he's 1.5.
especially with the land.
Yeah.
That
I
type
mean,
of land, plus the
he
slope of the
can't add
driveway.
on anymore. I
Yeah,
mean, the
he's
house is
done.
what
Yep.
it is. Okay, so are we gonna talk about 1,289,500? Is that,
1,300,000 and,
1,300,000?
you want 1.3?
I think that's fair.
Okay. I grant in part,
and make a motion at least.
I make a motion to grant in part 1,300,000.
All in favor?
All in favor?
I'm opposed.
Okay. Next. Lucky you, only have 2 left.
That's okay.
Okay, oh, in all full disclosure, I know her. I know Karen McCormick.
So?
I just want you to know
I
that.
know Karen McCormick.
We all know her.
I knew her when she was 10, she was my neighbor.
Who doesn't?
Karen.
But
I didn't even know she appeared.
okay, so it's number 597, 305 Winnapogue Drive, Karen McCormick. Town value 788,700. Requested value 700,000. She's only asking for 88,000. Okay, she has several comps. I could start there.
Okay.
42 Wampus Way, these are, all the comps are generally in her area. 42 Wampus Way, lot the same size. Excuse me, let me explain her land first. She has a lot of wetlands in her property. 100-foot restriction in front, more than half in wetlands restriction on her land. The back slopes down to Cricker Brook. And she can see and hear cars on Black Rock Turnpike, so that's Karen's land. Okay, so the comparisons are homes nearby, but they are flat, they have no wetlands, and they're more private, okay? So the first one, 42 Wampus Way, lot the same size, no wetlands, flat, more private, 653,300. 264 Winnapogue, which is across the street from her, 300 square feet less, valued, flat, no wetland, and private. That is $650,000. 300 Winnapogue, which is also kind of across the street from her, flat, no wetlands, private, lot similar, $659,300. Then she has 3 more. 57 Wampus, flat, no wetlands, more private, $650,700. 122 Wampus, flat, no wetlands, more private, $650,700. And 104 Wampus, flat, no wetlands, more private, $650,700. So these are all,
So wait, I'm looking at,
Yeah.
she's got value. Does that mean it's sold?
I'll have to, I was looking at what I wrote.
Let me just see here.
Oh, these look like it's a repeat. Is this her house? 305.
Let me just see. I mean, when she says value, what is she talking about?
Oh, 305, okay, here's her house. 1952. Clapboard, asphalt, hardwood, carpet oil, hot water, no air conditioning, 3 bedrooms, 6 rooms.
The only one that's sold that I see on Rumpus is like,
Yeah, no, that was a colonial.
yeah, no.
I don't know if these have sold, I think, right? She just picked homes that were similar.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So when she says the value, is she talking about their appraised value?
I don't
Well,
know.
the town value is 788, 700, and then her requested.
No, I'm talking
No,
about her
okay.
comps.
Probably, let's look up.
Unless she just put it on a chart. There you go. Here's Karen's lot right here. Here's her house. And from the back to the front, she has a 100-foot restriction if you,
Yeah, no, I
right.
know exactly where she is.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think she has that, I think it's the land value that's in the,
Pardon me.
except the large piece of it is wetlands, so,
no, but I'm saying the value that Helene is trying to
Oh,
back
I
into.
see.
I think that those numbers she's putting is just the land appraisal.
Oh.
okay, here we go. Board of Appeals, comparable real property.
Yeah, I'm on
Is this one? Is
page
this
9 of her,
Yeah.
yeah. So that, I just looked up 264 Winnapog Drive, that 650, 700 is the appraised value of the land.
Gotcha, that's what she's contesting, the
Yes.
land. Okay, got it.
She did not tell me that.
She's in Winnipogue, okay.
So I
Her
guess,
neighbor, next door, now again, it could be overvalued, right, is same size lot, same condition, river, I'm assuming same wetlands.
what number is the neighbor? If she's 305,
We did one a few doors away, Dan,
25.
on Winnipogue, remember, because he had the creek behind him. What is his last name? Dan Terrell. We did Dan Terrell's house. Let's see, let's look at this map here. We just did it. We did 375 Winnipogue. Can you look up what we did with that?
she did not, I don't have anything.
Oh, here. It was passed. We granted them 907, 700.
What did we grant them, Jeff?
907, 700. This is 375 Winnapog Drive.
Thanks. Sorry I brought it up.
Yeah, but there's got to be something. I mean, I can't see it on the map to,
Oh, Karen, you should have come to me. Should have asked for my help.
not. Is there something about that land? Is it bigger, flatter? I'm just curious. I'd be,
Well, you don't want what Dan Terrell is in the 900s. Karen's in the 700s.
I mean, looking at what are probably the two properties on either side of her, having almost similar size and that river, and even one here has an easement on it, they're pretty much in the same land value wise.
Yeah, I mean, yes, but if I think more to the point is, did she prove her case? I still don't know what she's saying.
well, I mean, the only thing I could say is I can only tell you what she said here. I mean, you know more that when she pick these 3 properties that were across the street and next to her. The 42 Wampus was 653,300. The 264 Winnapogue, which is across, is 650,700. And the 300 Winnapogue, which is also across the street, I have to think it's a diagonal, is 659,300. You know more because this is your.
All right, so the 264 Winnapogue across the street,
It's 650, 700.
the land. Right? Is that what you're saying? The land is?
Jeez. Would that be 20,000 square feet?
What number? I'm sorry.
264 Winnapogue.
Yeah, the land is 650,700.
Okay, and then, so these are all land. These are all land.
They're all about the same.
All right, 653, 650, 659, except those 3 have no wetlands. Those 3 pieces of property, they're the same
Okay,
size
okay.
about,
And
no land.
Karen's land is,
They're all, it's all like
slopes
$32
down.
and change.
Slopes down to Cricker Brook and is not as private as those homes.
all right, so all of those other land valuations are similar to her. Hers is 653,300, right? So she's trying to make the case that she should be less because she's got wetlands
Yeah.
And
sloping.
slopes.
And she has the view of Black Rock Turnpike.
And it's not as
which she
private.
does.
Right, and I guess the noise.
So,
Yeah, here, can see and hear cars, yeah.
all right, so, well, she's asking for an $700,000 reduction. I understand now.
She gets no adjustments, it looks like, on her field card for any sort of,
Okay, well, then, what would that do if we brought her down 10%? Let me see, let me look at her field card. Yeah, she gets, again, it says river on there.
but there's no adjustment.
Well, let's give her an
Divide
adjustment.
by 0.9 and add back in 135, 400. And I get 723, 370. I don't know if anybody else gets that.
Casey went to Dallas. Casey went to Dallas.
She did? Was she number 1? She had to be number 1.
What did you get?
I got 723, 370. No,
For the land.
no, total. Everything. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna make it 723?
Why don't we do
Does anyone else
that?
say
Then
that?
that's a 10%,
I
yeah.
got 653, 300 times 0.9
Yep.
for the land, and then I added the 135, 400 back on. To get 723, 370. So 720.
The 720? 720?
720?
Sounds even better. Oh, do we have to wait till she comes back to vote?
Yes.
Wait, you have to go
Yeah, we
still?
have to wait.
You have to go?
Let's go.
She has to
Paulette,
go.
Chrissy, yeah.
My God, we're not gonna be in here by
We are. We have to, because you know what, they have to close up the building.
Okay, good. I guess apparently my non-knowledge.
No, you're doing fine. It's your first time presenting, so it's gonna be, it'll go much faster.
Okay. Oh, this is Karen's. Okay, I have one left after we vote
What
on
does it
this.
mean, above street? I'm just looking at 264 Winnapogue. It says that it's above street. On their top, there's a note, it says, above street, what does that mean?
What number?
264.
Grant in part, $720,000. All in favor?
This is Karen's.
Karen McCormick.
Oh,
Any,
I'm opposed.
okay.
Oh, you don't? Oh. Why don't you vote? You didn't vote?
I did vote, I said I'm opposed.
Oh, okay. I thought you said I didn't vote.
Okay, all right, so we're done with Karen.
So,
One more.
All right, what are you saying in 264? Where does it say what?
It just says up at, at the top, it says topo, and then it says above street, so I'm just curious as to what that means.
Please God, you have. Okay, are we ready? 9:55, it's 58 Wheeler Park Ave, Elizabeth Brown. Town value is $724,600, requested value is $600,000. Okay, it's a 1940s home. It was compared to 280 Bennett Street, which has a fully renovated basement, a primary suite, and a fireplace. I have to look through this. Okay, so here's her house. Excuse me, I apologize for this. I probably should have started with that one. 58 Wheeler Park Road. Where's 58 Wheeler Park Road? That's the one she used. Okay, the kitchen cabinets are repainted, they're not new. The second floor has 7-foot ceilings. It's an outdated kitchen, old windows, old boiler, which is over 40 years old. They tried to sell in September, but they took it off of the market because anyone who looked at it wanted a new kitchen.
Yeah, this was right next to my listing. I know this house.
You know that house.
This photo does it. They painted it since.
Okay, they say a new kitchen would cost between $30,000 and $120,000. You know, it
Depending on what
depends
they put in.
how extensive you do it. This house has 1 bedroom on the bottom floor and 2 bedrooms on the top floor. The 3 comparisons are 280 Bennett Street. It sold in July of '25 for $715,000. Fully renovated basement. Theirs not. Theirs is partially finished. And the one on Bennett Street has an actual primary suite. They do not have a primary suite. That house has a fireplace. They do not have a fireplace. Even at 273 square feet, our house would be $691,000, which is less than assessed value. Then there's 1748 Stratfield Road. It's sold in December of '25 and has a fully renovated kitchen with quartz countertops. And theirs, again, has not been renovated, has a Formica countertop. And the one that's sold, 720 primary suite, walk-in closet and balcony, of which they have none of that. Fully remodeled basement, they don't have that. Fully remodeled first and second floor also has a fireplace. So this is what they're comparing it to. And then there's Louvain, which was 778, 280,000. Fully updated kitchen, finished basement, new heating. Remember, their boiler is over 40 years old and has a fireplace. The windows are from the 70s.
Well, this house had a very strange footprint too, which is another reason why.
Okay, I do not,
Subject or the comp?
subject.
This subject property.
it's a 1940s home, just to remind you.
Yeah, well, it was definitely one of those houses that was expanded in the do-it-yourself renovation category. So, which is what I call it, because it doesn't make sense, some of the things they did. There were parts of the house like that, there was one room in the back, and that's the photo they led with the marketing, because it's got a vaulted ceiling and it looks great, but then the rest of the house falls apart. So I'm not surprised it didn't sell, and that was listed for $790. It didn't sell. I mean, this one on Louvain, a beautiful kitchen with quartz countertops.
Just updated, yep.
Yeah. And that sold for $778
Right.
in May.
Then if you go to the one on Stratfield Road, which is price-wise similar, you know, it's another remodeled kitchen, quartz tops.
I'd rather use one on a side street like Bennett.
There are two sales right on Wheeler Park Avenue. One that has, one that is actually about the similar land-wise and a little bit bigger square footage, sold for 1,225. Is that possible?
1 million?
It says here on this.
Oh, no,
Am I looking at the wrong?
wait a minute, is that the one, is that my listing? The new construction?
I mean, was that a
46.
tear down?
46 Wheeler Park.
Yeah, that was mine. I'm pretty sure that was mine. Can't remember the numbers.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that was a whole different ballgame. That was a 2017 construction, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Can't compare to that at all. But anyway, the one on, oh, shoot, now I just lost it.
This one pops up 258.
Street, the one on
Woodbridge-
Bennett
Woodbridge
Street is a
Avenue
better
as well.
comp.
Which I don't have, right?
And that, what are you doing? That was 280 Bennett Street, sold for
Oh,
$7.
yeah, 715.
Yeah, that was a good comp.
But it's, right, but it's fully renovated, is
Yeah,
that kind of,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. I'll tell you what, something that doesn't sell in this market where everything sells tells you something.
Okay.
So it's definitely, I don't even know that it would have sold for 724.6. So she used Bennett Street and
She used Bennett, Stratfield, Louvain.
and Louvain, yeah, the two at Louvain.
But all three of those have been totally renovated
Yeah,
too. So you're talking about a house that needs everything.
Mhm.
And to do that everything would be 100, well, you need a kitchen. So right then and there, a kitchen is like $1,000,000,000. And if you just put a kitchen in that, you know, that would, if you said it was 600 and you added the kitchen, then you're up to the 724, you know, without the heater and the windows and the,
Let me just see, this one on 273 Wheeler Park sold for $675. That was a ranch and that was all redone, granite countertops.
right, so.
What number?
273, sold in December of '25 for $675. All redone. 3-bedroom, 1,444 square feet, so smaller. For $675. And the other one on Wheeler Park that sold, that one, that was big.
So would you,
That kitchen was updated to granite. That was 2,379 square feet and that sold for $739. So I see I think she's in the sixes. I don't know if 600, I think that seems a little low.
but then when you look at everything that needs to be done to bring it up.
Yeah, but she needs to, yeah. I mean, I'd be comfortable maybe
625 to 650 on that. It is a 2,000 square foot house.
All right, I'll go for 625. Is that okay?
What do you think?
Yeah, I'd
Okay.
be okay with that.
625.
Definitely not 724.
Yeah, no, it's not that.
Okay, wait a minute, let's see if I can do this right. I'd like to grant in part $625,000.
Make a motion to grant in part.
Oh, I make a motion to grant in part $625,000.
Sheets.
Yeah.
Here,
You have an extra one?
here, I make I got it, I wrote
Right
it.
here. Too late now.
Yeah, thanks. After I'm suffering here trying to remember.
That's how we like to haze people around.
Yeah, why? That's why I didn't join a sorority. Got it. Oh, so I make a motion to grant in part, we passed? Yay.
No, I said you passed the test, you're hazing. Keep going, I'm sorry to
Oh, you're really,
Interrupt now, let's finish.
all in favor? Opposed?
I'm opposed.
Are you in favor?
I'm gonna oppose that one. It seems low
Okay.
to me. It's still gonna pass.
I wouldn't buy that house, that's for sure. I'm done, people.
All right, congratulations.
Oh, yay. Good for you. Congratulations, you made it through the initiation.
What do we do with this stuff?
So any of the files, you can just put them, are these?
Give me the pile.
Okay, well, I will in a sec, okay, but I have to call that woman, what do I do about that
Just
woman?
have your number now.
It's raining.
It's raining.
Oh, goody.
It's not pouring, but it's raining.
Okay, put the top
Okay,
on.
and not grant, I don't have to put anything on anything.
Yeah, do you want to keep that one though?
No, this is the not granted one. This is the postponed one.
Right, you want to keep that one?
Sure. Okay, I got it, I'm there.
I mean, we have a secretary that keeps track of all that.
I
They're
know,
not great.
I'm used to keeping track of everyone's life. Okay, but I will give her a call tomorrow.
Sure.
And then I just keep it and then we figure it out, okay.
And so if you do make contact with her and she
I will.
agrees to have the assessor's office come out.
Then they'll
let
call
me
her.
know, And then, yeah, they'll call her.
I'll
and
tell you
stuff
when you
like
tell
that.
us.
Get
Okay.
another cup over there for this.
Anyone itching to go?
I'll go.
Okay.
You just,
I could throw my notes away.
I'm just texting one of the pellets she wanted to know so she could listen in. Okay, I'll start with appeal number 38. These are out of order now, so I apologize. 58, okay. Teresa Dykeman is the owner. The address is 47 Woods End Road. The town value is, she put the assessed, so we changed it. The appraised value was $868,000, and she wants to go to appraised value of $665,000.
Not 450?
No, we fixed that. That was too low. You know it, so we made the change. She has submitted all kinds of stuff, maps, you can, I think they're all online. I looked, everything should be there. Field cards of the comps, maps online. She also has a written statement here. Let's see, staples it backwards. Let's see. She's appealing the land value of the property because she has issues with wetland setback, and a drainage ditch, which is an easement to the town. I think it's the town engineering department, if I'm not mistaken. It's an open ditch. It's approximately 6 feet wide and 3 to 4 feet deep. It runs across horizontally across the back of her property. Not the very back, but it cuts off. It's maybe, I don't know, maybe 3/4. It's more than 3/4 of the way back from the street. It cuts off the back access of the property. She can't really do anything with that land. She can't even get back there to cut it. So she ended up putting all gravel back there because there was nothing else she could do to keep the weeds and the grass at bay. Now that drainage ditch, when it rains, the water will go all the way up to the top sometimes. So that's about 3 or 4 feet of water up there.
That's crazy. I never knew that was
Oh,
like
yeah,
that back
yeah.
there.
Yep, all those houses have it. So, and there's a problem with mosquitoes because the water just sits, it'll drop down, but then there's always a little bit of water on the bottom of it.
But I mean, when you say drainage ditch, is it a pipe back there?
Yep, there's pipes that run from like North Benson Road. It comes down the hill. That property comes down.
Oh, yes,
Hill
yes,
Road.
you're right.
The pipes go all the way under. They come out to Woods End. They go
Yes.
under the road. And they come out on the other side. They go under the properties. And then there's a point where
They go
it's
out to the
open.
Mill River.
Yes, they do go out to Mill River, down by Duck Farm.
Yep, yep. That makes sense.
It's been a safety issue for the kids. You can't cover it or fill it in per the engineering department. She can't fence it off because it's located in an upland review area and with a wetland setback. So she can't disturb the soil per the conservation department. The house was built in 1954. There were no wetland regulations until the 1970s. At that time, the wetlands were, now the town doesn't do anything to designate wetlands. They just say, okay, there's wetlands. Usually, the grounds of the area will look like it's wooded, maybe it's a little bit marshy. This is a lawn, but they've designated it as wetlands, so it is. So the house was already built, then they designated the wetlands. And then in the early 2000s, they increased the setbacks. There used to be like different setbacks for different areas. Might have been a 50-foot setback there. Now it's 100 feet. So now, if you look at the maps, you'll see that the wetland setback area goes over her whole house, which makes her land less valuable because it's a problem for a builder. Now, could they build there? Yes, but to get the approval, she has to get a soil scientist to map it out, costs money. She has to have it put on a survey. Then she has to go to the conservation department. She has to pay $5,000 for a permit. Then they determine whether or not they'll grant it. And then they may say, no, you can't do what you want to do here, but you can do it over here, but that may not work for her. So it's a lot of iffy. I know Ross was in here talking to us when we first started. He was saying, oh, it's much easier now. It isn't, because I called them and told them I wanted to put an addition on the back of my house, which I didn't. And this was the steps they told me I had to go through.
So are all those houses on Lawrence affected by this
No.
too?
And you'll see in the maps.
Huh.
Some of them are not. So it could cost you over $10,000 and no guarantee that a project will be approved. In speaking to local realtors who routinely deal in new construction, they told their lot would not sell for the same price as one could expect for lots that don't suffer from the same setback issues and drainage ditch issues. She's researched other properties in the neighborhood and found that although she has been given a 5% consideration for the easement, no consideration was given for wetlands or upland review setbacks.
You should have more than that.
Her property is valued the same as the three other properties, which she's included the field cards for and pictures of. And you can see these pictures were taken, I believe, from the town map from the conservation department. And if you look at them, you'll see hers at one point. And then because they all didn't fit on one page, she had to split them up. But the comps that she used were 196 Woods End Road and 223 Woods End Road, which are on the opposite side of the street and further down from hers. And those have no wetland or wetland setbacks on them. So they're just flat, dry lots.
Yeah.
The other comp was on Lawrence Road
But how does that compare to her property?
in size.
No, for price-wise.
Oh, this is what she's appealing. All those properties, the three comps that she picked, the other comp is at 25 Lawrence Road, and it doesn't have any issues on it either.
Yeah.
All of them have around almost exactly the same size as hers as far as acreage goes. And they're all valued within dollars of the same way hers is valued.
Oh.
So she's being valued as, of the same way theirs are, as a dry lot. So that's what her argument is, that she's shown us that the other properties don't have that area, that problem, and yet here's the one on 25 Lawrence, the property value there is $745,600. And hers is $714,200. Let's see. 232 Woods End, the land value is $745,000, hers is $714,000. And there's one other one, here it is. 196 Woods End, and that property is valued at $757,200. And as I said, hers is
And they're all
$714,000.
about the same size?
Hers is .38. The one I just read on Woods End is .39. The other one on Woods End, 232 Woods End, is .37. And the one on Lawrence Road is .37. So almost identical in size. And so what she's proposing is dropping the land value down, giving her a bigger adjustment because of those issues on the property. And though she doesn't have anything in writing to prove this, the Philbin brothers, quite a few years ago, refused to buy her property.
And if they refuse, then you knew.
You know, there's a problem, because they will buy nothing with a problem. She was, and actually what she was doing is, because it was getting so expensive, she was actually, at the time, she was considering selling because she didn't have enough money. She was renting out 2 of the rooms in her house to college students. But that financial burden has been relieved. She doesn't have that issue anymore.
So what does she
So she wants to do.
our land to go down to?
Okay, let's see now. We have pictures on the inside of the house. Not that it matters because we're not really doing much with the house, but she has pictures. Nothing's updated inside the house. It's not awful, but it's dated. It's clean, but it's dated.
She has no.
She has
5%.
She has 5%, which is insufficient for what's wrong with the property. So let me see. I think she worked it all out on the field card. Here we go.
25%, is that looks like?
Yeah, she wants it to go from 95 to, she wants to go to 75% good, let's put it that way. Instead of 0.95, it would be 0.75.
So what would that bring her to then?
So that brings her land down to 567,900. And she wants the house to go, she does want the house to go down, I'm sorry, I misspoke earlier. She wants the house to go down to 98,000 because of the condition. I can take the pictures and show you. Because I don't know, the pictures online, I didn't look.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
some.
Okay. So she wants to drop the value of the house down because it's not been updated since, I think there's something on the field card, but it was a long time ago that anything's been done to it. And so if you take those 2 numbers, I believe, I don't know if there's anything else on the property. Yep, there's,
What's the outbuilding?
I don't know, I see no outbuilding there. I went to the house to see it. I did not see it. So if we take that and if we use those figures, and we add in the 98,000 plus the other 2 outbuilding things that she's got there, that comes up to 143,000, I think it's 300. The whole thing comes up to,
2 out, but I don't see 2 out.
I don't, yeah, there's 2 things what'd she charge for?
6,900.
6,900, and there's something 4,600,
Where is that?
on the field card.
Under,
Right under the house, it says building value, and then it says XF value building. Then it says OB value building.
That 3,600 though, if you lock that in with the 143.3, get the dwelling amount. So that's just the dwelling, it's not.
So that's just the dwelling, okay.
because the
Yeah,
dwelling
that's
is
not part of another
146.
outbuilding.
You're right, yep.
So if you, so she's asking for the land to go to 567,900. Dwelling to go to 98,000. And then you got this outbuilding of 6,900, that brings you to 672,800.
Yeah, and let me see what she has down for her.
Yeah,
Just 665, so we can go to the, what was it,
672,800.
800, okay. I would be okay with that. I would do a granted part, we don't have to get down to that exact number.
Yeah, she'll never be a building owner.
No. Okay, anybody have questions? Anything to add?
I look at I look at the 71 Woods End Road, right?
71
According to the map,
47,
she's 47.
okay, we looked at 232 Woods End and 196 Woods End.
Right, well, 71 is her next door, like her next lot over. And according to the map, I'm looking at the map,
Yeah.
right? And they have a much larger, portion of that wetlands. I mean, the actual wetlands that she's saying is this brown portion, right? I mean, obviously the setback is there,
Yep,
but, setback does mean you can still potentially build. I mean, there's, no guarantee. So I'm having a hard time, bringing her land down that significantly.
well, I think that the setback is an issue, yes. But like you said, there's a way, somebody might be willing to go through that rigmarole and jump through those hoops, get something built there, something different, add on or whatever. But she's concerned more about that drainage ditch, which will exist on the property next door, but I don't think they care about it.
Well, next door, their land is still lower than hers.
No, 745.
735.5 for Tracy's, Hillary and Tim.
Yeah, 735.5.
They're still lower.
Ditch is a huge problem.
And the proposed number has the land.
And that was a Philbin lot.
The one next door.
Yeah,
Yes.
so it's definitely more valuable.
Yeah, her lot is, that lot next door is definitely valuable. Chrissy, to answer your question, the 25% discount takes her land down to 567,900. The problem with it is, will a builder buy it? Eventually, yeah, probably a builder would buy it, but they're not going to buy it for fair market value. They're going to buy it for whatever they can get it for, to a number that they think is worth buying it for that number and then putting the money into it to get the approvals. Because to them, time is definitely money. They don't get mortgages. They usually pay in cash. So their money is out for a longer period of time. They don't like that. They'd rather just go to a lot where they'd rather buy the one across the street that don't have the issue and they just can build, which they did build, one across the street. They built on.
Okay, so
So we're talking about granting in part, not going all the way down, but going to 672,800. So if nobody has any questions.
Well, unless that's fixed on the field card, she's gonna have to come back every time, right?
Right, yeah, we'll have to have them fix it. Elaine, you have anything else?
No.
Nope.
All right, I make a motion that we grant in part to a value of 672,800. All in favor?
I'm opposed.
Okay, Peter's opposed. You want to put that with yours? Okay, we'll do that one at 110 is the appeal number. The address is 1122 Stilson Road. The owners are Regine, and I'll spell the last name, Sathian, bless you, Athan.
Three.
Great.
We'll just go with that one. I'm not going to go to everybody's name. Town value, $1,614,200, and they're requesting a value of $1,345,000. They did submit comps, they're saying that based on what they submitted, they're over-assessed, of course. No additions or improvements have been made since their purchase in 2022, bless you. So they're saying that they do not believe that it's justifiable, they have a value that high is what I should say. Okay, let's see. They did a nice little graph, which I used when I was trying to figure out what they were saying.
Bought it in 22.
Bought it in 22.
125.
Here it is right here. Okay, so. One of the problems is they have a lot of land. They have land, they have over an acre.
Wow.
And on Stilson Road,
Oh, excuse me.
bless you, on Stilson Road, that's kind of unusual.
Well, yes and no, because that was that original
Right,
farmland,
the original, yeah,
wasn't
so,
it?
yep. So the comps are hard to find in that neighborhood, in the
Yeah.
university area. That's the problem.
So it's very deep, is that correct?
Yeah, they're all this deep, yep. And I think they set back too.
This is another colonial expanded.
Yeah, and isn't this like a farmhouse look, if I remember looking at the picture?
This is definitely in the do-it-yourself
You have a
renovation.
picture of it?
I don't have it, there might be one in here.
Yeah.
So I looked at the comps that they provided.
Here, let me pull up a picture.
Just curious.
I did time adjust the one that sold in 2024. Then we have two that sold in 2025. And if you look at them, they're pretty similar. some are just a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, maybe an extra bath or an extra half bath. But I find that when I went through them all, I found that the Warner Hill Road comp, let me see, that's the one I adjusted. Let me see here. I guess I don't remember which one I thought was the best one.
Oh, this is different than, the photo on the field card is wrong. I
Oh,
don't recognize that house at all. That's on Stilson? Mm-hmm. Wow, I must have missed it. I go on that street every day. You know what? This is set back.
yeah, it's set back from the road.
Yeah, it's a long driveway
Oh,
and it's
okay.
set back. Oh, who are I've met these people before. Who are these people? No, I guess I haven't. Sorry.
So when I put them all together, I look at, I don't think that they're wrong. I think that they are overvalued. And I think that, I don't know if I can get to 1, 3, 4, 5, but if I used like Chrissy's little trick, and I looked at them all and I did the time adjustment on the one that was done in 24, and I came out with an average of 1,361, 232. But they are a little bit bigger than the most expensive one on this list, which was Duck Farm. And although Duck Farm has more land up. But I think that they're not that dissimilar. So I really think that 1 figure is just too much. And by averaging them out, I come out with a number that is close to theirs and that it's close to the other souls. So that's my thought on it. Any other thoughts on it?
Hold on.
So what was your,
Well, I thought 1,361, 232. Only because it's more than the most expensive comp here. Although that one does have 2 acres, but this one is 200 square feet bigger. And it's got an extra bedroom.
there are, sales on Stilson Road, are those sales not?
I don't know, I didn't even look because because he submitted the comps, I went with those. But I don't think we're gonna find that land on Stilson Road in those. I could be wrong. You wanna look, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that.
And I
again, it's a-
don't think that,
I mean, his land is a lot larger than, these are all, these are all in the range of, well, here just died. I mean, they look all to be in the range of, say, half acre and, even smaller. That went for, and I don't know where they are, so on here. And there is like this one's a colonial enhanced, like this one, right? For 310 in October of '23.
I didn't go back that far.
Well, no, I'm just saying, it's right, so that's only on a half acre. There is one that's split level, that's 716 in October of '23. That's a half acre. Another one for 1415, 13, another one for 1515. And they're all, colonials or, colonials and
I sold
even
one on
smaller
Stilson
pieces,
Road over there.
smaller
Street.
parcels of land. So I don't know. I mean, I just feel like 1361 might be a bit low.
Well, and I, to your point, but all the ones that he chose, and 2 of them did close in 2025, they're in Greenfield Hill, which has a higher value. And yet they closed at similar figures to the one we were discussing. He was too low at 1,250 on here, on what he paid in 2022. I didn't even bother to adjust that. It's too far back when we have comps. And so based on the fact that these were all of them, I don't consider Joan Drive Greenfield Hill. I just don't. I consider that Rockridge. So, but still, a better, certainly a quieter street, a better location than his. And then the other 2 are in Greenfield Hill. That part of Duck Farm Road is in Greenfield Hill. Most of Duck Farm isn't, but there's a little section that is.
So this was all redone in 2006, this house, because the photo on the field card is.
Not the, yeah.
But I would also compare it to Fairfield Woods Road. So that, there's one on Fairfield Woods Road that just closed in March of this year for 137.
The corner, the old one, which they totally
1379.
redid?
Yep.
Wow,
That
it
was
went for that much?
Absolutely beautiful, yeah.
Oh, wow. I remember them redoing it. Wow.
Let me just see, the one, let me just, wait, there's a couple on Stilson. Yeah, this is the one, this is my listing at 1165, so that's close, it's across the street. That's sold for 1325. How big is this house? What's the square?
Big, it's 40, oh, it's 36,
36
and change.
I know.
Yeah, this one that I sold was not big, it's 2,100 square feet. For
Yeah.
1325. And then there was another one. Oh, yeah, this one on Stilson sold for 1,415, 2,849 square feet. That was that, ranch, which was.
Oh, yeah, but you see the inside of that, though? That was beautiful. That was completely redone, and they did a really nice job in there. I showed that house to Jay Philbin.
1,415. Represented buyer. And that just closed in December. I think 1.3 is kind of low. To be
Even
honest.
with the comps in Greenfield Hill in that range?
I just don't think you can use it. Grateful, I don't know. I'd rather stick with. I don't know.
Right, we've been complaining this whole time that there's not a lot of comps, but like to Peter's point, there are a ton on Stilson. Now, how they compare renovation wise.
Well, they haven't done any renovation.
Well, yeah, 2006.
Yeah, that's 20 years ago, though.
But still, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't say that this one on, I mean, that kitchen's not 100% current. I mean, yeah, it was
Big, huh?
pretty,
Yeah.
but I mean, it wasn't like light maple or something, I don't know. Let me just say something here.
Well, I don't think 1.6 is the right number either.
No, I don't, because that's, no, I don't either. And I don't know, I think he's over, I think he's at least 1.4 over. That's a big house.
How does it compare to 1485 Stilson? Did you do that one already?
1485.
That one sold for 1.5 and put it back in 2024.
Where is the, oh, I don't see that, let me see that. 1485. Let me look. Didn't show up.
No.
Um,
Looking off of Neil's version.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was the sale price in '24. July, or almost August of '24.
Oh, well, that, yeah, I mean, that was a brand new construction, 22.
Okay,
Brand
yeah.
new.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
That's what I'm saying, like a 1.6, that's gonna be new construction.
Right.
So, you know, I'd say maybe he's somewhere around that 1.4 number,
Okay?
yeah. That's what I would
So
say.
that ranch that you were talking about at 1137, that you said that was beautiful inside, that's 1.4.
Yeah, that was beautiful, yeah.
But like, that's 1.4, that's what we're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. It was smaller.
Mm-hmm.
But,
so,
okay, well,
I go make-
I'm okay with 1.4, you know,
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
am
gonna argue
too.
about that.
1.6, he'd be new
Yeah,
construction.
that's too much. Okay, all right, so I'll make a motion to grant in part the value of $1,400,000. All in favor? Okay, here we go. The next one is, appeal number 77. Ryan and Laura Tormey, 230 Winton Road. This is an interesting one. They request a town value of $2,250,578. And they're requesting a value of $1,800,000. They originally had put $2 million. And that's because they have an appraisal done at the time they purchased the house. So it was a bank appraisal for the mortgage for $2 million. But what the appraiser didn't know, which they found out later, and that's why she changed the amount to 1.8, is that even though they did a building inspection when the house was purchased, but they didn't know because there was so much crap in the house that when they cleaned it out, they realized that the second flooring was buckling and heaving. So they originally in the inspection, if you read the inspection, you'll see that's not the only thing that's wrong. This is like the worst thing that's wrong. There's stuff all over. She's got pictures of all the things that have been neglected over the years that need to be corrected. They found by having a structural engineer come in that the roof load is incorrect. So it's pulling on the house, and that's what's making the floor do that. So they're not living in the house. They did not move from the house they were in when they purchased this one, because they had to do repairs anyway. And they could have lived there, but she was afraid to bring her family in there with the floor like that. She doesn't know what's going to happen next. So they are not living there, and they just recently, she called me to ask me if she could listen to how she would listen, so I gave her the number. But she said that they just recently got their permits approved, so they can start work on the house in the near future. But for a while, they haven't been able to do anything since they purchased it, so they had to go through the permit process.
And I can tell you, I've been in this house
Yeah.
several times because it's been on the market, on again, off again, on again, off again. And it was neglected for many years. At one point, when it was on the market, there was no countertop in the kitchen. It was just a slab of
Plywood, wasn't it?
plywood on top with a plastic tablecloth on it.
Where is this house?
Winton Park.
I have no idea where that
Off
is.
of Round Hill Road and Barlow Road.
The original owner of this neglected this house terribly, and it shows.
Wow, I know where that is. I didn't know.
Yeah, it's just a mess. If you go through the building inspection, I'm not going to take the time to read the whole thing to you, but she's got a list of everything that has to be done. She might even have estimates in here for what has to be done. So that's why, even though the appraisal was for $2 million, she wanted to go to 1.8 because it's going to cost a fortune to fix that roof, and they were not planning on that. Yes, they knew they needed a roof, but they didn't know they needed a structural change in the roof.
Wow,
So basically, that's it.
go for it.
She's her own comp because it was purchased during the reval period.
Yeah.
So I have no problem with this.
And they just got the permit to do
They
that.
just got the permits, yep.
Okay. All right, so that could then boost them up.
Now, when that's done and they have it inspected, it'll
But I
probably
mean-
go up to 2.25.
I mean, if you look at the photos that you can see on the outside, there's so much, there's
Yeah,
wood rot.
there's wood rot, there's
I mean,
everything,
This
yeah.
house has so much
buy that
deferred
house?
maintenance, it's not even.
Because it's a
funny.
beautiful location,
Oh,
Oh,
you're buying location.
definitely buying location.
oh, okay.
And does this have the bump up?
I'm sure it does, we'll get to that now.
It does.
I'm sure it does. Okay, so now this one, it has on the notes, location Winton Park, that WTP, with an adjustment of 1.10, which brings the land to that much more of a value. I think I actually have what it does to the value. There it is, okay. Without that piece in there, the land value would be $1,026,383 instead of 1.1 and change. Make sure I got the right one. No, they don't have the right one. Okay. Yes, I do. 1,130,578. So it's almost like 130,000 difference.
So now, it's interesting that here he's got location and then bumped up to 1.10, but and then on some of the other field cards, like Chrissy, you were mentioning, we saw, he's got river or topo with no adjustment.
Yeah.
Like, why is that?
I don't know. And on Brooklyn, we did one
And
on,
I'm sorry, but I have a problem with the bump up on
So do I.
location adjustment. I mean, you're already getting appraised for where you are.
Right.
this is no different than somebody who's on Old Academy or Hillside
Yeah.
or, you know.
Cobbler's Hill or any of those, who's
It's
to
all
say?
subjective.
Right, and who's to say next week it won't be anybody's street?
I don't know why this particular,
Yep.
and other neighborhoods are.
And even just
were
individual
targeted
streets.
With this bump up.
Not even just whole neighborhoods, individual streets in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
Sturgis Highway, Sturgis Road, boom, right in the middle of nothing, and he's got this bump up in it.
I don't get it.
And when you ask
That
him,
new, like.
yes, that's new
That's
this,
never been done
Oh,
before.
yes, nope.
Nope.
And to me, that's a double whammy. That's a double tax.
that's, what did Neil called it, a premium?
double.
It's,
It's
yeah,
added
that's what
tax.
Neil's wording was perfect, it's a premium. You're not paying a premium price already when you buy in there?
Well, it should be baked into the neighborhood.
It should be, I think it is, and then this is just another way to,
Double dipping.
like, gouge for a little more money.
Exactly.
So anyway, back to the appeal. I don't know what we want to do with that. If we can figure that out, but if you want to like take that off altogether, drop the land down.
Well, I'm okay with the number.
I'm okay with the number, too.
know
I mean, I
this
would
house,
just
so
rather-
believe me, They're
Yeah, this house was bad. I mean, it was.
gonna find a lot more things wrong with it.
Full disclosure, this house was listed for sale by the company and the group, the subgroup that I work with. But during the time this was being marketed, I was in the hospital and sick, so I had nothing to do with it. I didn't even know it was on the market. So I don't know what could have happened to it. I could have cared less, but, so I had nothing to do with this. I never even went in there to see it during the time we had it on the market. So, but I've been in the house in the past and I knew what a mess it was.
But I don't know that we can say we want that taken off. I
We
mean, we
did already.
should be able to
We did
say-
already.
What?
We did it the other day with Neil. We
Oh,
took
we
that
did.
off of people's bills card.
Wow,
Yep.
this house is
Well, we made
huge.
the note that we wanted that taken off. Who knows if it.
But we adjusted the price based on taking it off.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That was the Tanica.
But I have
In
a
this case, I
problem
think we
with
should
it.
just-
I want to know because we have not yet received an answer as to
Maybe Peter can
why,
get an answer, because we couldn't.
why he's doing that.
I have a question. I do have a question.
Okay, Peter.
I just think that's wrong, and it's a very subjective analysis of neighborhoods.
Yeah. Peter had a question. I'm waiting. Before I, I thought you said you had a
No, I
question.
said I have that, I have
That
that.
question.
Oh, I thought
Thank
you
you.
also said you had.
Okay. All right, my mistake. Let me put this back together. Okay. All right, so I have nothing else to add. I think I'm okay with the value.
You did a good job.
Thank
I
you.
am too. I
Me
am
too.
too. I know this house. I'm
this is-
okay with it.
Quite frankly, I'm glad they bought it. They'll clean it up.
Yeah.
I'm sure the neighbors are
The
thrilled.
neighbors will be thrilled.
Yep. Okay, so I make a motion that we grant the appellate's value of $1,800,000. All in favor?
Yep.
Okay, great. I'll never get this clip back on here.
Don't worry about it.
There's a lot of loose
Say, I'll
papers
help
here.
you. Because
Okay,
there's a
that's
big
done.
clip on that one, you could swap them.
Okay, that one's done. What do we got on next? I guess we can do 834 Naps Highway. Oh, I'm sorry, appeal number 36. 834 Naps Highway. The owner is Lynn Taylor Miniter. The town has a property valued at $726,100, and the appellant is asking for a value of $550,000.
What was the original? I'm sorry.
The town's value was $726,100.
Thank you.
36. Appeal number 36.
Yep.
Now, another case of way too much land for the neighborhood. She has 0.69, so almost 3/4 of an acre.
Oh, wow.
And she's in Tungus Hill. Those lots over there are not big. In fact, they're very small. Now, I'll be the first to say, well, you know, you don't go piece for land, but this is a huge difference. I went online and looked at all the solds. I went back to, I think, 2022, and I looked at all of them. I did just Tungus Hill with houses similar size to hers. There isn't one with that land size. They're all 0.17, 0.11, 0.15, so you really can't equate it. Now, what she's saying about hers is, here somewhere. Oh, my God. Okay. In comparing land and houses, the closest sale to her property was at 293 Barry Scott Drive, which is nowhere near her neighborhood. That's more like off of Burroughs Road,
Oh, yeah.
up in there, near Fairland and things like that. But there was a sale on October 3rd of 2025 for $590,000. While the house is a different type, which it is, It has the closest lot size to hers of anything that's sold. It's similar in size. It's not a raised ranch, like she said, it's a split, actually. And it's a little more modern than hers. The house is not in good shape on the inside. I will say it might be more modern, but it doesn't look great. It has central air and a two-car garage, which she does not have. She admits that the lot's a little bit smaller. They do not have wetlands, and she does, and their lot is a little better shaped than hers, and it's on a quieter road. Knapp's Highway is well-traveled. The other comp was on Moody Avenue, which sold in September of 2025 for $535. While the parcel is not similar in size, which it is not, it's in the same condition and age and size. So I had already looked at 96 Moody for a different home, to look at a comp. And that house is very dated inside. It's not updated at all, okay? Barry Scott wasn't too, I'd say they were about, Moody looked a little bit older, but neither of them were really up. They
So,
both needed to be redone.
With Barry Scott, was that lot the biggest one in that neighborhood for that?
No, I don't know if it was in that neighborhood. I think most of the lots are that size in that neighborhood.
Uh-huh.
Now, she also has an oddly shaped lot.
She
Here's,
does.
here's, I drew pictures. Copied from the town map.
She could do a great hockey rink.
Here's her lot. Here's a street, so it's narrow and then it gets wider in the back, but her wetlands are all back here. Okay?
Yeah, I
And
mean,
then here's
useless.
the one on Barry Scott, not the same shape, but also has an odd shape.
Odd shape.
Also, it's sloping, has a lot of rock in it. I called the agent who listed it, who's Stacy Kane.
Okay.
We had a nice chat. And she, I asked her, well, and she said, yeah, they had multiple bids, and that's the price they got with the 590. The field card says unqualified sale all over it, and that's really why I called her to find out what the story was. It was not an unqualified sale. It had been in the past, where family member to family member, but this time it was actually on multiple listing. It took a couple of months to sell it and had to go through probate. And if you're familiar with probate is looking for the best possible deal for the estate. That's their job.
Yeah.
So they're just not going to dump it out there like some people say they do with foreclosures, or the bank will take anything.
Yeah.
Probate won't do that. They have to do what's best for the estate.
Yeah.
So this was the best deal they could get for the estate, and they took it. So those are the comps she used. I did not, like I said, I did not find any others.
She could, that's a decent one. She could potentially be, couldn't she be a duplex?
If she had enough, well, the whole back is wetlands, so I don't know. And I don't know, I don't think she has the frontage,
64.
even though she's got enough acreage in total, you have to have a certain frontage. She's got enough total square footage.
It's one of those long, narrow ones. She could, it's 64 feet frontage, is what it's saying.
64, well, I don't remember which.
But I mean, even so, in Tungus Hill,
Yeah, they're not gonna.
They're not
They're
paying.
not gonna pay 700 and something thousand in Tungus Hill. So I have no problem, I can't say that we should go to 550, because I don't have a comp for 550.
Yeah,
But I don't see a problem with going with, the comp on Barry Scott, which was 590. I would be okay with that, because it is Tungus Hill. I don't see it going into the sixes over there for this lot.
and what's her actual house like?
I can't remember, let's see if she's got a.
Got a 1927 Colonial.
Oh, yeah, she did. She said her house was older, and she doesn't, she also has the wetland map in here if you want to see it. She really doesn't, my drawing isn't to scale, but you can see on here that it does not have a lot of frontage. So. You wouldn't, and then you could say, well, you could get a variance, but that's actual wetlands. I don't think you're getting a variance to build in there.
Oh, yeah, she's got radiators and
Yeah, she's got an old house.
plaster walls.
Well, it's the 20s, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, unless she did some updating, doesn't look great.
No, they did not do updating. And she'll tell you, if you read the rest of it, the roof was leaking, they fixed that, and they did some painting, but there's a whole bunch of other stuff they need to
She
do.
knows her oldest, her garage
Yeah,
is old.
yep.
Just to further confuse things, that Barry Scott, at the 590, but it's currently appraised at 736.
But yes, that's true. However, market value is 590. That's what they
No,
got.
I'm aware, I'm just saying.
You know what, if somebody-
I understand the.
Yeah, if she-
between-
Yeah.
Just add that
If
to
you
the
see
growing
condition of
list,
it- You
Chrissy.
see the condition of it, you could just say that, like, if they were to come here, we'd probably have to grant their appeal. If the people on Barry Scott came.
No,
because
I
there's no
agree,
way,
but
yeah.
that's what I'm saying, like, this is
Yeah.
added
Another
to
growing
people,
list.
other people.
Another
nobody's
growing list of
listening.
how we're way overpriced, yeah.
They're listening because I don't know how you justify
Yep.
from an October sale to, yeah.
Yeah, even as a tear down, that's what she'd be worth.
Yeah. So I have no problem with granting in part to the value of what Barry Scott was, which sold for, which was 590,000.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
So I'll make a motion that we grant in part to a value of $590,000. All in favor? Okay, there you go.
She's being penalized for having that extra L shape that she can't use anyway.
Right, so what's the difference? We'll try to do the harder ones first. We did that one, okay, we did this one, okay. All right, now the next one I have is appeal number 330. I'm going to spell the names. Hajrige Sinanaj
Sina,
is the owner. The address is 132 Marlborough Terrace. Okay, town value $602,900, and the appellate's estimate value was $500,000. It was 5,000, I'm sorry, 5,900, they changed it to 500,000 even. Now, her appeal goes a lot into,
Marlboro, did you say?
yes, it talks about the house, but then there's the whole, compassion appeal part, which has to do with the financial hardship. I can't really consider that, but there was enough in here to consider for the other reasons. The house was built in 1915. Let's see. The originally had an L-shaped layout with a square footprint. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. They changed it. It had an L-shaped layout. They converted it to a square several years ago. They added 3 small bedrooms and a bathroom. They have a narrow hallway. At the time, she's talking about how the property was valued at then as opposed to how much it's gone up, but we know that that's happened. They have a lot of problems with mice because of the kind of foundation they have. They've had property damage and damage to some of the appliances because of the mice. They've been working on the property. There's a lot of rocks and concrete around the foundation, which they've cleaned up and excavated. They're still working on it. And they've done some things to try to prevent the rodents from getting in. Okay. Due to financial constraints, they're unable to hire an appraiser to figure out the value for them. They observed that many properties nearby have lower assessed values despite having larger driveways. They have a very narrow, they can't use their driveway, they have to park on the street. Wider layouts and more usable land. Their driveway is small, requiring street parking. Her backyard is steep and hilly and limiting its usability.
they're on a slab, it looks like.
Although the house is tall, it's not very wide. She didn't say anything about the basement.
Well, because it says,
But yeah, but look at how the foundation is, yeah.
well, and it says unfinished raised basement,
Yep.
finished raised basement. I mean, you just come into the basement part and you're right there on
Yeah,
that slab.
on that slab.
No.
No,
yeah.
there's nothing underneath. Your house is only 26 by 26 feet wide, which isn't very wide. So, now there's a language barrier. Her English is not her first language. She had a very hard time understanding, excuse me, what I was telling her. She has daughters that speak English, but they were in school. So they had to call me on the phone so I could talk to them about what we needed from them because they didn't really give me comps, good comps. So I told the daughters what we needed, and after speaking to them, they called with some comps. 96 Moody Avenue was one of them. It's a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath. Theirs is a 3-bedroom, 1 bath. It's bigger. It has more square footage, but it's also a bigger house in general, 34 by 30. And that's sold for $535,000. It's not been redone. We talked about that already. And that closed in September of 25. The other comp was 378 Castle Avenue, 0.15 of an acre, 1,248 square feet. This one had been redone. And it closed in 12/25 for $515,000. Now, I would say that their location is a little better than Castle Avenue. Not by much, but it's a little better. And then 36 Coburn Street is a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath. That sold for $527,000. That was redone. That closed in April of 25. Same lot, 0.11 of an acre, so not very big lots. They all have larger usable driveways and a wider footprint. 2 of them are in superior condition. Those are the ones we talked about on Coburn and Castle. Those are in really, really nice shape. And they both have more square footage. they're all graded as a 5, and Moody and Marlboro are they're graded as a C. 5 is a B, I believe. It took me a while to figure it out, but I did finally see it on the field guard that way. So, the average of those solds is 516,207. Like I said, Castle Avenue and Coburn are not as nice, although Marlboro's no great shakes, but it's better than that.
The house itself at Castle was gorgeous.
Yes, and so's the one on Coburn. They did a really nice job on that. It's a beautiful house. So with a lot that's not great, a driveway they can't use, and a house that's only 26 by 26 wide.
Well, it's tiny.
And when they bought it, it was
brutal.
tall. So what have they done to it?
Let's see, they did a lot of work on the outside because they were getting mice. The foundation was crumbling.
Yeah, because.
So they fixed the foundation,
It's an
yeah,
old
they
house
fixed the
too, right?
foundation. And they did do an addition where they leveled out the mid-house square as opposed to an L shape. But what they ended up with was 3 small bedrooms and a narrow hallway and 1 bathroom on the second floor.
Yeah, 1 bathroom.
There are 2 sales on Marlboro. One for 546 on 1029, and one for 500 on 81425.
Let's see.
And what shape are they in?
I mean, I don't know that. 299 Marlboro and 309.
What number Marlboro is this one?
This one is at
132.
132 Marlboro.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, 299 was gorgeous.
Yep.
Inside, beautiful. Everything redone, totally redone. One at 500 was dated, knotty pine cabinets. So familiar. Yeah, kind of rustic inside, brown stain, old bathrooms.
Oh my gosh.
For 500, yeah, that's number 309.
More like theirs.
This
Yeah,
is the house we're talking about?
actually, that one was nicer looking than their house.
Yeah.
This is their house, right? Ay, ay, ay.
Yep.
Oy.
And then the one on, this sold in August of 25 for 390. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that was different town, sorry. Sorry, Newington. There's a new one on, that's, offers are being reviewed right now for 535. It's a 4-bedroom cape, 1.5 bath. And that one's just, it's vacant and it's dated. Knotty Pine again. Yeah.
So I don't think I'm comfortable with 500. That seems low based on the comparable sale.
Where's that? But you found one for 500.
I'm comfortable with it because
Okay.
that house is really,
Yeah, it's got,
it's the 299 sold for 546 and it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then the other one, at 309, sold for 500, just in August. Small, 1,008 square feet, but still a better looking house than theirs. I'm okay with it.
anybody have anything else? If not, I'll make a motion.
Good job.
I make a motion that we, I'm sorry, Peter, you were going to say?
No. Okay.
I make a motion that we grant the appellant's requested value of 500,000, all in favor. Adele, put your hand back up so she can count.
Oh, sorry.
And I'm opposed.
Oh, wait, we put our hands down, they put theirs up, down, down.
I'm sorry.
So
3 in favor,
3,
2 opposed.
Okay, thank you.
There you go. And actually, that's all I have. I apologize because I forgot that I had this one, and I haven't even looked at it, so I'm not really prepared to talk. I'll put it on tomorrow since I took some from tomorrow.
So I'm going to make a motion to call it since, thank you for everybody. Adele, good job.
Adele, you did it.
No, I couldn't have done it without you. You guys were amazing. It's a big learning curve.
It is a big learning
But
curve.
you did
Oh,
it.
my God.